Hey guys, I'm Calamity Joe. Welcome back to a new Minecraft YouTube live stream on the Calamity Joe YouTube channel. We are currently just making some wood. I am making some wood for our. I'm going to make some sticks. But equally, I'm now going to make some fences. Hello, King Flavio Consigno. Welcome to the stream. I'm just making some fences for our mini game. So now we can head over to here. I will need some of my tools. I probably will need all my tools back. Alright, so welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm gonna quickly share the stream in my Discord server. I'm gonna put it in the YouTube self-promotion stuff. I will put it in there from now on. There we go. Hello, Swiss Rats. I'm building a big mini game. Any tips for the inside? That would be a bit out of context, though, if you get what I mean, Swiss Rex. Because I know you're building a mini game because you just said, but as a context for what you to the inside, what are you building? What is the mini game? Because I could suggest a load of ideas. I could suggest a load of ideas, and then they might not match the mini game itself. So Mini Big Ben. Oh, sorry, I read it as a mini game. Mini Big Ben. Well, probably Big Ben. Actually, did you know this? Hold on. I will sound quite odd because apparently my mic's not plugged in. My mic isn't plugged in. Let me just find the wire. What is he doing? I'm building. Hello, Average Brain Cell. Welcome to the stream. Do I sound better now? Sorry, I didn't realise I hadn't plugged my mic in. I made a mistake. I hadn't plugged my mic in. But now it's in. Yeah, I am building a roller coaster. Yes, you do. I'm building a roller coaster. So basically what we're doing is this roller coaster is designed to make it look like we're going down for a mine. Yeah, I'm building a roller coaster in survival. So basically it's designed to look like we're going through a mine shaft. It's designed to look like we're going through a mine shaft. So we come in down here and it's designed to look like we're going through a mine shaft. So I've made all this. This is a TNT explosion that we've done. Finally, not a brain rot stream. No, this is generally live. We're generally making a roller coaster. We're generally making a roller coaster on this stream. Sick ass. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. Yeah, so what we're going to do is I've got some ores ready. I've got things like coal, gold, and things like that. I just fallen. Oh my god, we so nearly landed in that lava. Dude, that was great timing. I just made myself some food. A roller coaster, how cool. Yeah, we're going to have it that we can get down. So actually, that coal's in here naturally. That coal is natural. Because we accidentally found a real, as we used TNT to blow this place up, to blow a hole into this area to try and make a cave, we ended up finding a real one further down, which is kind of funny. I just need to find a way back up, guys. So I filled this with light and I need to find a way back up here. Eventually we'll be fine because we can just find a way back up. So I want to have it so that we can sort of find a way to make this area shoot down, to shoot downwards. So, and also we've got to make it so we don't hit the lava because it would set the roller coaster on fire. You're the only person worth subscribing. Sorry, in the live streams. Thank you. That's really kind of you. I don't know though. There are people that do really good streams. There are people that do really, really good streams, but they are clouded by the fact that, you know, people do these brain rotted streams that get more views than people that are actually, you know, are trying to make decent content. For example, as an example, like if you're trying to shoot, as a person that's had a YouTube channel for a long time, I generally look at YouTube content now and I'm like, all the content that I'm seeing take off, yeah, most so brain rotted. Well, I'd say it's a minority. It's a minority of brain rotted streams, but the minority seems to get more views than the majority. So people do generally good streams, but they get apps. They don't get anywhere near the same sort of view counts, if you get what I mean. Hello, Nick10TW. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Skatepunk. Welcome to the stream. How are you, Skatepunk? And also, how are you, Nicky TV, Nicky10TW? And also, how are you, Average Brain Cell? And how are you, Mr. Bobo, Mr. Bob VR? Sorry, I read it as Mr. Bobo VR then, because my eyes made tricks on me. I'm fine with you. I'm really good. Thank you for asking. That's really kind of you. Right, so we're trying to get further down, so I need to find a way now to get us down here. This might have to be this is going to be quite a scary thing to... Brain rot is now absolutely weird. It is, but it's always been weird. I mean, I've had my YouTube channel a long time now. I've been streaming since 2017. So obviously when I started streaming, when I started my streams back over a long time ago now. Maybe you slime if you have. Could do, yeah. Here we go. You have a question? Of course, I'll answer the question. I always do answer everyone's questions on the streams. Do you think Minecraft can be scary? Yeah, of course it can. Anything can be scary. Like, for example, even a not scary film can be scary. For example, I'm going to use film as an example. But everything can be scary. So, for example, I got scared a couple of days ago playing Minecraft. Because I was streaming, a creeper come up behind me, and I was building something, and I didn't hear the creeper come up behind me. So the next thing, I saw a creeper exploded, and I generally shit myself. Not actually shit myself, but, you know, it scared the daylight. So it did scare me, because I didn't know that there was a creeper there. So yeah, Minecraft can be scary, yeah. But then every video game can be scary. Every single video game that you play can be scary in the right settings. I subscribe to your channel. Oh, thank you. It's really kind of you. I also get jump scared by creepers. Yeah, I can't handle jump scares. I can't handle jump scares because I don't like them. So I get jump scared. I can't handle jump scares because a friend of mine did it a few years ago. A friend of mine decided to run down a dark alleyway and jump out at me. And let's just say they scared the living daylights out of me because it was a dark alleyway, I couldn't see anything, and my friend just jumped straight at me. Say hi to me, please. Hello, Linda. Welcome to the stream. Hi, I'll sub to you. Oh, thank you, Dragon. That's really kind of you. I find the caves of Minecraft creepy. Especially when they're dark, yeah, because you don't, and sometimes the music plays into it, but music plays into everything like that. I subbed. Oh, thank you. It's really kind of you. We're aiming to hit 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which I think we generally are going to do. What are we making? We're making a roller coaster. We're making a roller coaster. So I'm just doing the track layouts. So we're doing a roller coaster based on the tenets of Minecraft. So it's basically a cave coaster. It's basically, we're doing it. This is going to be like a cave sort of part of the roller coaster. Then we'll do a bit which looks like the overworld. By the way, don't give up. I never do give up, to be honest. I think the worst thing you can do, guys, is give up. Yeah, so it's basically, it was just an idea that I had a couple of days ago, and I've played this world for a really, if you get what I mean, I've played this world for a really, really long time. I've played this world for, this Minecraft world I've had since 2016. So I've played this Minecraft world here since 2016. So there isn't a lot that I can do apart from just build whatever I want. Minecraft caves are creepy when you can get attacked from out of nowhere. That's true. Hello, Gabby37. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be the sketchy part now. A near decade, yeah. I created this world when I would have been 14 when I created this world. It's almost 10 years ago. Yeah, I would have been 14 when I created it. I need to get up. I need to find a way up. So I'm gonna nip over here a second because I've got a really cool idea. Let's just head up to here. I've got a really cool idea. So you're like 23. No, 22. I'm not 23 yet. I'm not 23 yet, but I will be in a few months. So I created this world in August of 2016. So I was 20. I was 13. I was 13, almost 14 when I created this world. So the world's sort of like the world's. This is the scary part, isn't it, guys? Ooh, I made a mistake there. I'm not. I've got enough fences, so I'm not worried about losing one. But I've just sort of realised that we went wrong with. I'm not gonna fall. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna fall. So we are now in our own cave system. Should I start streaming on my channel? Hey, can I ask you a question? Of course you can, Dragon. Of course you can. You, literally, guys, you don't have to ask me. You don't have to ask me a question. Literally, just ask it. I've said that to everyone that's watched my streams recently. Like, you guys don't have to ask me a question. Okay, goodbye, Average Brain Cell. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. So, we've already done. So we've done like the mine. This is done like the mining part of it now. So now. So we've done that bit. That's put on a song. I can't put on a song because if I put on a song, I would be. When you don't have anything to do on stream. Real tight. Am I the last British Legacy Console Edition player? No, I'm not the last Legacy Console Edition player. I know that. But what the title came from is 6 months ago. Yeah, I would be copyrighted if I put music on. Like for example, the reason the game, you. By the way, my English is bad. That's all right. What do you mean? What do you do when you don't have anything to do on my stream on stream? If I don't have anything to do on stream, I normally find something to do. If you get what I mean. If I don't have anything to do on stream, I normally find something to do. And normally that could be just anything that needs to be doing. Hello now, Nor Jaji. Welcome to the stream. On what version are you playing Minecraft? I'm playing the old Nintendo Switch edition. So, I need to go and get some ores, guys. I need to go get some ores for this cave system. By the way, you're an OG, I think. Well, I don't call myself an OG because I played Minecraft. I started playing Minecraft 5 years after it came out. But in the terms of it, yeah, I've played Minecraft for 10 years now, and Minecraft I played Minecraft for 11 years now, and Minecraft came out does your game capture still capture if you close the application of Minecraft or any of the game? Yeah, because it's not a capture yeah, so see, yeah, it's not because it's not. I have never played Minecraft. Wow. Not everyone has though. Hello, Sniper is Cooper. Welcome to the stream. Pardon me, guys. I just burped. Not everyone has played Minecraft. Imagine Boxed. I want to show your history. I want you to show your history. Do you mean you want to see my world? Man, I've played Minecraft since years. Yeah, you were. Cool. We can do that in a minute. We can go and have a little tour of the world in a minute. I'm literally just going to go and get some stuff though for my world first. No, of course I don't mind. I can show you guys what the world looks like. I'm just quickly going to grab some ores though and things like this, so we can add a little bit more depth to that cave system, and then we can. Well, what's the oldest build? The oldest build is no longer here. It was a little house that was on the hill over there, but I don't remember when a stream was reading chat. That's weird. That's more. You have a flying thing. I have a flying. Oh, an elytra. I do have an elytra. Yep, I do have an elytra. Yes, I do. Because of obviously mining, I've picked up all the stuff you could possibly gather. So I'm gonna go and take this, and then I will give you guys a tour of the world. Every stream they fake. Yeah, a lot of them are fake. A lot of them are pre-recorded, and a lot of them are to bait you. A lot of them are all those pre-recorded streams. A lot of them are you know, view fishing. Yes, I do have an elite shirt. It's in the chest. This is the first time I see a streamer reading my chat. It's because I read every chat. Did you defeat the Ender Dragon? I have. On this version, you could reset the end. On this particular version of Minecraft, you could reset the end. So I've taken the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon. What's your name? My name's I'm taking on the Dragon. Yeah, the Ender Dragon. I've got to be honest. The Ender Dragon, I've taken on probably 100 times in this world, and that is true. Imagine Boxed is right. I do always read the chat because you know, you guys are. I'm here to stream for you guys. But also, you guys have provided me something as well. Was it hard to get the dragon egg? No. I can show you guys how to get the dragon egg. I've got a dragon egg in my chest room somewhere. Let's just leave these. Let's just leave this stuff here a minute. All the stuff I need, and we can go on a bit of a tour. Wow. You're going to download Minecraft. Cool. Yeah, what was I going to say a minute, guys? I can show you... Oh, sniper is cooler. Oh, were you trying to, was it like a spelling mistake or something like that? Thank you to the people who subscribed, though. I think you always have fun with your viewers. Yeah, I do always have fun with the people watching the stream. Because it's, that's what it's about. I'm providing you guys entertainment, but you guys are providing me entertainment. In fact, if I'm enjoying these streams, I keep them longer. You know, the longer streams is the ones that I enjoy. Make a shirt that says, what was I going to say? Or, to be honest, Pixel King, who watches the streams and is always in the live chat, he generally said to me he wanted to do a counter how many times I've said to be honest on streams. Hello, Minecraft boy. Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to quickly, guys, go find an... Have I got a Silk Touch pickaxe, which I think I do? I can show you how to get the Ender Dragon. Hold on a minute. We've got to take a detour this way into this little this part of the house. So, can you see my Google history? I've got to be honest. So what you do, to get the Ender Dragon, place a torch underneath it, break the block. There you go, you've got the dragon. I was sub to you for a year. To you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you for being subscribed that long. That's really kind of you. Or you can use commands. Not on this version. This version doesn't have commands. Please can you tell me a website to download Minecraft? There isn't a website to download Minecraft. If you want Minecraft, you have to pay for it. You know, Minecraft is a game that you actually have to pay for, if you get what I mean. Yeah, this version doesn't have commands. This version I'm playing doesn't have commands. Can I get moderator? I've already given out moderator quite a few moderations recently, and we don't want to get. We've got 3 people watching the stream according to YouTube Studio, Live Studio. And there's not really a point of giving out too many moderators to the point. We don't want to get it to the point that we've got 8 moderators and 3 people watching the stream. Hello, Glowbeans. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm good, by the way. I didn't see the HRU bit. I've been subbed for 3 months. Thank you for being subscribed. That's really, really kind of you. Please. But then I can't do that, to be honest, Minecraft boy, because I've already turned down other people this month. I can't do one rule for one and one rule for another. It would be wrong for me to do. Hello, Stock Torgs. Welcome to the stream. I understand your age. My age? Have a guess. Everyone that asks me that question, I make them guess, because it's quite interesting. Everyone thinks I'm either younger or older. 21 million. I'm not 21 million years old. I've been subscribed to you before your channel existed. Man, I just scrolled down and saw a Japanese live stream. Yes, I am 22. I am 22. I'm 23 in December. I'm a dinosaur. Yeah, I am 22. Glowbeans was right. I am 22. I'm 23 in December. I'm playing Nintendo Switch Edition today. I played Wii U Edition yesterday. Subscribe for 1000% good luck. Cool. Thank you. I wish I had 1000% luck. I hate when people do that. On those streams, I hate when people do that. Oh, subscribe to me, or what was it? I saw one. I saw this guy years ago used to do it. He used to go, there was a guy a few years ago. His content was like, I think his content was like naff. But he used to comment. He used to put this on a video. It was on videos. It was subscribe, or this guy from this video will sliver into your bed and kiss you. I'm like, that's just fucking disgusting. No offense, guys, but that is just disgusting. Like, you know, why would you say that to a live? Why would you say that to a live audience? Subscribe. If you don't subscribe, this man's going to crawl into your bed. That's bloody disgusting. You know, I'm 13 years old, so I'm trying to get more subscribers on my channel. I'm 13 years old, so I'm trying to get more subscribers for my channel. Cool. You'll get there eventually. Literally, I started my channel when I was roughly like 14. It took me 5 years. With YouTube, everyone, you need to get to the fact that, you know, no one, when you've got like one sub, nobody knows who you are. But you've got 7 subs. Graphic is dad, choose another version. Mr. Beast, not Mr. Breast. I saw Mr. Beast's video the other day about for me in 10 years. I've really wanted to do one of those for years. For me in 5 years time videos. I did one the other year I did one about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, called For Me in 2 Years Time. So I shot it in me for a year, for me in a year's time. So I shot it in 2016, and then I shot it in 2017. It came out in 2018, but I still want to do one of those. I have 15 subs. Well, if you've got 15 subs, 7 subs, you're doing better than someone that's got no subs. For example, literally, it took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to hit 1,000 subscribers. It took me 10 months to hit 100, but it took me 5 years to hit 1,000, because it is hard. Literally, the hardest sub count you can do. The hardest it is with YouTube. The two hardest milestones you have on a YouTube channel is 100 subs and 1,000 subs. Do I believe in God? I'm not religious per se, so personally, it's not where I am as a person. So I personally don't believe that there's a God, but then other people do believe there's a God, and other people believe, but I personally do not believe in the concept of a God. I believe that there's powerful beings, but I don't believe that there's an all-powerful being that, you know, controls everything. If you get what I mean. Hello, Annie GT Pro. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Ian Killer. Welcome to the stream. It took me 2 months to hit 100 subs. That's incredible then. So congratulations. Hello, Jasper Paul. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it took me 10 to hit 100, but then it took me another 5 years. I didn't know someone was live stream sleeping. I have never understood people that do that. I'm in survival. This is a legitimate survival world. That's only a new thing. Actually, Minecraft boy. That's only a new thing. At the 50 subscriber thing is new. So, for example, I've got another YouTube channel. I've got a spare YouTube channel I've had for a few years, and I sometimes use. I don't have to have 50 subscribers on that to stream. I can stream when I want, which is really weird. That's only a new feature they brought in recent years. Are you playing Minecraft? I am playing Minecraft. Face reveal 50 subscribers. I've already done a face reveal. Can I have that channel? No, because it's connected to this one. But that I was just using that as an explanation about that's a new that the 50 subscriber thing is a new rule. Actually, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. I did a face reveal as part of a YouTube video. I did a cameo in a short film. I did so. I did a cameo as I played a character, one of my own. Do you know this person? I do not. Hello, Deirdre January. Welcome to the stream. I'll be totally honest. I have absolutely no idea who that is. I was not aware because I don't really watch that much Minecraft YouTube nowadays. I pretty much stick to my own thing, and I film Minecraft content, but I hardly watch any of it. Is this Stampy's Lovely World? No, it's Survivor. It's Climate of Joe's Survival Legacy World. What have we got here? Grass. Oh, we got a bit of coal here. What was your first pay from YouTube? I haven't been paid. They don't tell you this. With YouTube is this SB737's worth? No, it's not. What they don't tell you about YouTube monetization is if you don't, with YouTube monetization, there's a threshold. There's a threshold with YouTube monetization that states that if you don't earn a certain amount, you don't get paid until after you've hit it. So, for example, you've got to build it up to £60. You've got to build it up to £60 with your monetization, or you don't get anything, or you've got to build up to £60. So, for example, I'm not there yet because I haven't made enough money to meet the threshold of £60 yet from YouTube. That's sort of it's a genuine thing, a new thing. It's a genuine thing that YouTube's. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. Sorry, I had to go. I had to go AFK in a minute. There we go. I'm back. Is this? I make edits, car edits. Cool. Thank you to the people who subscribed, by the way. As it stands, we are 64 subscribers off hitting. Ha, only joking. I don't even know what the joke you made was. It didn't show up for me on the screen. Is this the Minecraft Chinese edition? No, because that's only out in China, and I am not from China. Let me just see why it's popped up saying ha. I asked you if you ever played Minecraft. Yeah, sorry, it hasn't shown up. It hasn't shown up for me. That's kind of funny. Of course you have to. Of course you have to be British. I actually meant to ask if you ever played BioShock. The name rings a bell, but I don't know what it is. Bloody hell, there's 16 people watching. 133 people have watched this stream in the first 35 minutes. That's incredible, guys. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and start making this cave system. I know you're British. Well, I think my accent says. I think my accent pretty much. I think my accent pretty much says it though, as well. Just say it. I mean, I am British. Yeah. But I think my accent pretty much 100% says that. Can I be moderator, please? But I'm not going to give out any moderators today because I've already given out some this month. As I said, I've already given out some this month, and plus, I'm your new fan. Thank you, really kind of you. I've already given out some this month, like if you get what I mean, like moderation. I was born in 2015. Jesus. Even if you were born in 2015, technically you shouldn't be on YouTube because you are under YouTube's legal guide. You are under YouTube's requirements. We got so many people so young. When? But I'm not gonna give out. But Minecraft Boy, if you make. No offense. No offense, Minecraft Boy, but then because I've said no, this is making it sound more desperate. It is too young to be on YouTube. I mean, and there's a thing as well, but especially with like YouTube, there's a lot of people nowadays that are on. There's a lot of people on YouTube that shouldn't be on it, but there's a thing though, I just don't get it anymore, guys. And of course, so you got to think now, young kids are watching things that they shouldn't legally watch nowadays. I saw a kid the other week on a stream, and you know, some of the words and terminology they were using, like, you know, older people will go to prison for saying it. I just broke that torch, didn't I? So I want to make this look like a bit like a that was the luckiest type of luck, I think. Yeah, if there is anyone on here which is under like 13, yeah, you legally shouldn't be on YouTube. It is against you. It is against all the regulations of social media. Can you search this? No, I'm not going to search that because I am currently building this. Psych, I'm 13. But yeah, yeah, you might be Minecraft Boy. But I meant is you might be, but we've had a lot of people recently that are like, we had someone on the stream a few weeks ago that was like 8. because they turned around and said they were 8, which when did I get controller ASMR? It's because my mic is here and I'm using a wired Pro controller. I'm using a wired Pro controller because my fingers are quite fat. Can you search in the Basua Minecraft skin? But I don't have... That skin doesn't exist on Legacy, I don't think. So... It starts with a P though, but that's what it is, Pursuer. So, I think we need to make this, I know, because it's the Minecraft that costs money. Well, it's the Minecraft that costs money, yeah, but that's because it's true Minecraft. Real Minecraft does cost money. It's not the Minecraft that costs money. It's if there's a Minecraft, if you're playing, is this pre-recorded? No, it's live, because I just read your comment out, King Jake. When can I have mod? I'm not giving mod out on this stream because I've already given out loads this month. But if you keep asking me, I'm just gonna say no more, because it does come across now as you're that desperate for mod, which it's not. Yeah, it does come across as you're really. How have you got old Minecraft? Because I bought it. Because I bought it in 2017. I had this Minecraft when it was a genuine Minecraft version. I'm trying to make this look like an actual cave. Yeah. There we go. So what do we think? I think we need to make it look a bit more. I think we need to make the upstairs look a little bit more detailed. I think we need to make up there look a little bit more detailed, so ooh, pardon me. Yeah, I haven't got... Can I say that? No, I'm not going to say that at the moment because I'm busy I'm busy at the moment trying to get this to look natural. 6,938 subscribers. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. I didn't know that we're doing very well, guys, and it's all down to you guys being absolute legends. So did it? It might have been that I'm tired. It might have been that I'm tired or something. My voice will sound deeper. But then I can change my accent up. Means fresh food. Yeah, I know it means fresh food. Because the internet basically calls meat a different word. Yeah, I do know. Finally, a Minecraft live instead of a steel brain run. Can you do a Scottish accent? I can do a Scottish accent if you need me to. I can do the accent if you need me to. And we'll say pride for Scotland for freedom. Okay, we just fell. Wait, I have a plan for that place. Here's a moderator. Yeah, I have handed out some mods. Is this a TikTok live? No, this is a YouTube live. This is live on YouTube. YouTube has vertical live streams, so I'm just experimenting on vertical live streams. So you have all those people you have all these people King Jake that do brain rotted live streams. Hello, just some random person. You have all these people that do brain rotted vertical live streams. So I decided to make vertical live streams which aren't brain rotted, and to show people that not everything in life has to be horrible and brain rotted. Not everything in life, guys, has to be a brain rot content idea just because it's trendy. So this is a genuine live stream. We're generally making a roller coaster. We're generally making a roller coaster in Minecraft, and this is meant to be an ore cave. So I need to put some more ores around at the top here. Are you on the Switch or the Wii U? This is my Survivor Legacy world. So this is the Switch. This world was once a Wii U world. This was once a Wii U world, but I moved it to Switch in early 2017. You're watching a movie in your grandfather's indoor cinema. That's so cool. You've got an indoor cinema. I mean that's cool. I wish I had it in. I wish I had a private cinema. I wish I had a cinema room. That's something that I've always liked the idea of, guys. Having your own like indoor cinema. I'm watching a stream, and I'm watching a stream with 3 things in it. Does this version have copper? No, this is old Minecraft. This came out in this version. I haven't had. This is the old Switch edition, so I haven't had an update on this version since 2017. I haven't had a version on this version of Minecraft since 2017. Copper didn't come out for another 3 years afterwards. Oh no, sorry, 4. It came out in 2021, not 2020. That was the Nether update, was 2020. Yeah, I haven't had an update on here. You're watching the movie Godzilla. Which one are you watching? Are you watching the 2014 Godzilla? Or are you watching the... Or am I mistaking a different Godzilla film? Would you accept a gift from me for the Switch? I don't agree with that, though, to be honest. I don't agree with gifts on streams, guys. That's something I don't agree with. That's something I don't agree with. Like, I don't agree with it in any sort of level, if you get what I mean. Let's just... can I join? Hello, Levy Kroll. Welcome to the stream. Right, so we need to diversify this now. I'm going to put some more iron in. I do actually think we need a way down. So I'm watching your stream while eating McDonald's, Popeyes, chicken, KFC, pizza. Well, I can tell you're joking, because chicken, you just mentioned as many fast food places as you possibly could in the space of about 2 minutes, which is incredible. Guys, we're about to cross an hour and we've hit 200 views, so I'm going to give out some shout outs. So comment shout out for a shout out, and we'll pick 3 people, because I'm feeling nice, kind and generous. So if you want to shout out, comment shout out, and I will consider giving some shout outs out. So shout out to Levi Kroll. Hello, the Joke 60. Welcome back. So, yeah, we'll give out some shout outs, everyone. So, please comment shout out for a shout out if you would like a shout out, because we have hit 200 views in 40 minutes. So, I'm just going to put some of these in. Hello, Annie. Welcome to the stream. Can I join? What version of Minecraft are you playing, Levi Crawl? What version of Minecraft Legacy Console Edition are you playing? Sorry, of what Minecraft version are you playing? I want to put some up there, but it's... We're building a roller coaster. So this is where the track's going to be for the roller coaster, and we spiral down. Basically what we do, we spiral down. Yeah, I'm playing the old Minecraft Levi Crawl. So we're building a roller coaster, so this is meant to be like an ore mine. This is meant to be like a mine. So I've put diamonds. I've basically spent months with a silk touch pickaxe getting every single ore for us to do, and I've even got some emeralds that I can use for this. I would like to get a couple of... You're British? Yes, I am British. So, yep, very much British, guys. I'm from the Netherlands. Cool. So, I'm going to put a bit of lapis at the top here like this. This is going to be designed to make it look like it's an actual cave. That coal is natural. That coal there is completely and utterly natural. I have not put that in. I haven't put enough gold in, so I'm going to put some gold at the top here like that. Hello, Jude Mayer, welcome to stream. I think I've seen you stream before. Yes, I recall you being on, not yesterday's stream, the day before. I recall you being on my Minecraft stream on Wednesday. Yeah, I think it was the day before, because you asked me what I was building, and I didn't stream on this world yesterday. I streamed on a completely different version of Minecraft. So I know, I'm convinced it was the day before yesterday. Right, so... Right, I think the last thing... What are you doing? I'm building a roller coaster. So I'm building a roller coaster. So basically the roller coaster already goes up to there, comes back down. We are now going to go into... We're now going into this... we're now going into this cave system that we've built. I'm going to hop down here, guys, because it looks a bit plain here. This area looks a bit plain, so I'm going to... Yes, designed to look like a actual old-fashioned mine shaft. Did I use enough redstone? Well, I used little bits here though. Can I have moderator? But you've already asked me that, Minecraft boy, and I've already said that I've already given out a load of moderators and turned other people down this month. I've already turned down a load of people for them this month because I've already given out loads. So I'm afraid it will be no. I can't give you one. I can't give you one, Minecraft boy. and then turn around and then to have turned around and told other people this month, no, no, because that would be incredibly tight. That would be incredibly tight of me to have done that. I don't really play Mojang. What is a moderator? Basically, a channel moderator. Basically, they can have the power to, delete comments and things like that. But a lot of people, some people nowadays see it as like a special thing to become someone's a moderator for someone's YouTube streams. But I've already turned other people down this month, so I'm not going to give any outs. But it's I've sort of annoyed some people by saying that I'm not going to give any out this month, if you get what I mean. Well, it's not. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. I'm from the UK. So we're almost finished. I'm about to die in lava because, yeah. Actually, let's get up here. So I think we can put this away now and say that our little ore cave is done. I would like one up there. Would it be possible for me to do that? Yo, man, what's up? I was the guy from yesterday. Hello, Yusuf guy. 1234. Yes, I do remember you from yesterday. I do remember you. Yep. Welcome back to the stream. We're on a different Minecraft world though. We're on my Switch world. Imagine if you fell. Well, if I fell, it wouldn't be that big. It wouldn't be that much of an issue if I fell. If I did fall, it wouldn't be that much of an issue. It would just be a little bit of a. It would be a bit of a shock, but you know. Are you going to do one? Are you going to do a stream tomorrow? Of course I am. My football team aren't playing tomorrow, so of course I'm going to stream. So. Let's put some torches here, because literally we will ride straight through this. I'm going to join, but what time? My stream tomorrow will be roughly about 3 PM. My stream tomorrow will roughly be about 3 PM UK time. And on the Saturdays I tend to stream longer, so the stream could be 6 or 7 hours. Depending on... Well, depending on if I feel like I can do it. Speaking in Indian accent. If I did that, I think it would be... Yeah, I think that would come across as quite offensive. So I don't want to do that. Is this a new world? No, this is my survival world. It just happens to be... This is actually my Switch world that I always play on, except I've been working on a roller coaster for the last few streams. We're trying to build a... That looks like a bus. That looks like a cock. So let's just add a few more there then. We're trying to build a roller coaster. So I'm trying to make this look a little bit more... Speak an Irish accent. Alright, I will speak in an Irish... I can speak in an Irish accent if you want me to, alright? Hello, my name's Climate of Joe. Welcome back to a new Minecraft YouTube live video on the Climate of Joe YouTube channel. There you go. What do you think? Hello, just some random person. Welcome to the stream. Perfect. Let's just pick up this stone bits. Yeah, this is a roller coaster. We're just not... I'm like 7 hours away in a plane. Oh, cool. Where are you going? Are you going on like on a holiday or something like that? I've literally just come back from holiday myself, everyone. I literally come back from holiday, literally. Build a diamond clock tower. We can do that in the future. I want to build a clock tower in the future, just not really decided what I want it to look like yet. So, if we were to go and get some spruce wood, because I will need spruce wood for this, if we were to go and get some spruce wood, I mean, like, if you go to my country, it would take 7 hours on a plane. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was watching, your teacher's nickname is Mr. Joe. Cool. So now, we need to get back up there now. We need to get back up the top here. So, we've got to loop around. I'm playing on Nintendo Switch. There we go. Ready, let's go. Oh, a couple of torches here will do nicely. This, actually, no, we're going to have to make this higher. We're going to have to undo this bit. Because I've suddenly just realised, you know, after we put the wood in, hello, well, I'm back, welcome back. Let's just quickly get up here, guys. I need to go and get some more spruce. Yeah, I'm not playing on computer. I'm looking at... Oh, bollocks. This is quite a challenge now to get back up because I didn't think about a way to get back up. It might be lagging. Is the screen black? Not for me, it's not black. It might just be a bit of internet trouble or something like that. But sometimes it can just be a little bit of lag. If your internet's struggling, it could actually lag. It could actually just be a little bit of... Right, that's what I wanted. Now, I need to get under here. So now we need to get some spruce planks to go and do that. So, right, so let's just leave this stuff here a minute. Will be the... I need to go and get some more spruce planks, so... Unless I have some somewhere. Which I do not. So let's just go and get some of those then. The world is amazing. Thank you. I've spent a lot of time playing on it over the years. I mean, I've played this world for 9 years. So it's... I think it is impressive from what I've spent on it, if you get what I mean. 9 years is a long time. Yeah, from 2016. Hi, I'm Jude's sister. Cool. Yeah, 9 years. I've played this world literally. Do you guys want to know a joke? Do you guys want to know a joke about... You know how, like, time changes? You know how time changes, everybody? To be honest, my capture cards just started to... Yeah, yes. It will have just paused. My capture cards just buggered up for a moment. It'll be back in a second. Yes. It should be back now, guys. It's fine. Like, literally, my capture card my capture card had a brief glitch. I've got to go by. Goodbye, average brain cell. Thank you for joining the live stream today, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your stream. Yeah, yeah, it was my capture card had a bit of a... My capture card had a bit of a meltdown for a moment, but it's all fine now. Everything's back to normal. So, we're gonna go out the front door. We're gonna then take the path, and we can head back. I want to have this bit done by today. That would be absolutely splendid if this bit could be done by today. I want this to look old. This bit should be fun, because this is just downhill. This bit on the roller coaster is basically mainly downhill. We're going through a mine shaft which we have literally just built into the hill here. Which is just, I'm really impressed by what we've built. Stamps. Yeah, I'm not Stampy, guys. I'm not Stampy. I just built a Minecraft world that looks sort of similar. No, his was spruce. Yeah, yes, similar, spruce. But yeah, spruce. Yeah, they were spruce. His was spruce, birch and spruce. I didn't know he had the same paths. I didn't know he had the same paths till after I built those. But except mine are dark oak and birch. I only built it because I like spruce and dark oak. You were good at Minecraft. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Bollocks. I might have to go and sort that in a second. I might have to go and sort that. I need to get my pickaxe because we've hit a minor, we've hit a bit of a hitch. When do you think you're going to finish this roller coaster? I don't really know, to be honest. Saying that, I don't really know. But I'm soon, because I don't really know what much we're going to do after it. We're going to have more jumps. Where in the UK are you roughly from? England. I'm from England. So I'm English. 1 million years? Not a million years. Like I'll be dead in a million years. I'll probably be dead in 80 years. Well, in 80 years I'll be 104. In 8 years I'll be 103. So I think I'll be dead then. Why do I... Hello, I am Legend. Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you on the stream. I'm in Hampshire. Oh, cool. I thought you were a robot. Yeah, I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. What's the scene from... What's the line from... That's true. So, you know, I feel the same with my novel writing. With my novel writing stuff, I know that my novel writing stuff will live longer than I will. I have to go to school. If you're on there, I'll be on. Just stop to say hi. That's all right. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. I don't know whether I'll be live later on. I don't know. But that's 100% true, Skatepunk. How old am I? I'm 22. You're tired? No, I'm not tired. I just yawned. I said I don't know whether I'll be streaming later because, you know, the guy that's was in the stream just then is from America, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be streaming later on. Oh, not you. I mean me. Oh, okay. You sound a little Irish when you say you're tired. Yeah, my accent, because of where I'm from in the UK, my accent is a mix of English and Welsh, which a mix of English and Welsh does sound a bit Irish. So I basically had an Irish person on my stream the other week that thought I was generally Irish, which I took that as a compliment. Must be slightly northern. No, I'm not northern. I'm southern. I'm not northern English. I'm not from the north. Well, no. I don't know. I don't know what's classed as north. I don't know what's classed as north or south anymore. Cool. Nice avatar though. Thank you. I decided to be an elephant for a bit because I'm fat, guys. Sorry. I made that joke. I decided that joke was funny then. No, I'm not from Somerset. I am not from Somerset. And I'm going to... Right, we're going to have to do some work here because we're not going to... This roller coaster is not going to go through here. I think we might actually have to break some of that. Some of this here will have to be broken. Do you have any pets? And I'm from Greece. Cool. I live in South Africa. Cool. My mum's South African, that's why I spell it like that. Cool. Do I have any pets? No, I don't. I did have a fish, but it died. Which, a long time ago though. I did have a fish, guys, and unfortunately it died. Yeah, unfortunately my fish did die, but it was called Captain, guys. I called it Captain. I called it Captain because that was my nickname on a school French trip. And how I can tell you the story for how I got that name, because I ate some Pringles. I was caught. Did you bury him? No, I flushed him down the toilet because I was 15. I was like 15. Like, I didn't bury the fish. He was only a goldfish, so I put him down the toilet. It's kind of satisfying breaking blocks in Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, I did actually flush him down the toilet. Like, my sister did bury a fish. My sister buried a fish. My sister did bury a fish, but yeah, I've never buried a fish because it's a fish. Like, they belong in the ocean. So, because my sister was really upset when her fish died, so she buried it in the garden. You passed diamonds? Yeah. No, I haven't passed diamonds. They are there on purpose. This is man-made. This has been made properly. This is fake. This is man-made. I placed them down here because this is a roller coaster that I'm making go through a cave. Yeah, this is man-made. How are you doing? You buried him in water. No, so when my fish died, I flushed it down the toilet, but then my sister did actually bury one of her fishes in the back garden because she was upset that it died, so we buried it. But you could still mine the diamonds to get diamonds. Yeah, but that's not the purpose of what I'm building. My purpose of this roller coaster is to make it look like we're going for a mine. So if I go and mine all the diamonds, and there's no point of me putting in it. How many dimensions? Do you mean how many diamonds? Literally, using this Silk Touch pickaxe, I've been collecting diamonds for months to build this. So yeah, if you look, there's redstone, there's diamonds, there's gold, there's ore, there's iron. All of this has been designed to put in here. Yeah, all of this here has been designed for me to go and put this in so I can build. All of this has been designed so I can build this roller coaster. So that, yeah, it's not that I haven't walked past diamonds. Those diamonds have been put in there. It's been designed to look like a genuine cave. So when we get down, what we're doing at the moment is we're circling around now. We're circling around to get to all the way through here, and then we'll put the tracks in, and then it'll look. Then when we click to start the roller coaster, which we can test what it looks like. We could test what the first bit looks like. It will look like a roller coaster that we have. There we go. So then we will be able to put the roller coaster. To be able to get the roller coaster. Do you know how to emote? You don't have emotes in this version. You don't have emotes in this version. This is Legacy. Legacy Console Edition didn't have emotes because they didn't come into the game. They didn't come into the game till like a few years after this game was discontinued. On this version, if you wanted to communicate with another player, you had to write down a sign and type with your controller. Can you eat diamonds? It's dark over there. Yeah, but some of it is dark. Some of it will be dark because we're blocking out the light by building this part, by building this. But it will look cool eventually. How is your pickaxe not broken? I don't know. It's got unbreaking on it, I think. But then I can just go and replace it. I've got another pickaxe that looks similar, that is basically similar, so we can... I need to find a way to get back onto here, because I can't get back up. Mending? No, this is Nintendo Switch Legacy Console Edition. I don't have mending on this pickaxe, no. Because mending is really hard to get on this version. For me, this just turned into a full conversation. Normally these streams do, to be honest. Because these streams normally do that on these... My streams normally do. Why will you eat diamonds? Well... You can actually... There are certain things like gold. There is certain things like gold. You can technically... There is types of gold that you can technically eat. Because there is a type of gold that's generally edible. And it's like a thing for the mega rich. But there's no point of actually eating gold. You might as well do something with it. Right, so we're going to have to break some of this just because... I need to get back up there. Right, okay. Right here, we can get right up here. So that's good. Now we can take this. Now we can go down here. Down. We can keep going down now. This isn't the problem now. Ooh, we've made a slight hitch here. We've hit a little hitch here. We have to break this. No, it's... They put flakes on rich people food. Yeah, there is actually a type of gold which you can eat. Do you have fun playing Minecraft? Of course I do. This is taking 1,000,000 years. Well, if you're actually building a genuine Minecraft build, it will take a while. That's just the genuine thing with Minecraft. You know, builds do take a while. I need to... Let's place that. Let's place that. Let's break that. And then we can put that in. Good. Now, we're going to go down to here. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing. Just want to work out here, guys, what we're trying to work out. The aftermath. Yeah, the aftermath will be satisfaction. So, there we go. I've got to make sure, though, that that doesn't catch a light. Yeah, sorry, I had to mute the stream for 2 seconds because someone was calling me downstairs. So... Now we've got to go... I've made a mistake, but... I remember when veins were that big. Yeah, so... I don't know what time for dinner. It's not time for dinner, actually. My dad wants me to Google something for him, but he can use his phone. But that is true, guys. Like... So, let's just be careful. I want to be I just want to turn fire spreads on a minute. I just want to turn fire spreads on a minute. I just want to go down there and make sure that that doesn't catch a light. I want to see what happens here because I don't know whether this is very close to that lava. You are so close to 7,000 subs. What? How old are you? How old am I? Have a guess. Then we can have other little rooms here that we go into, if you get what I mean. We are 60, yeah, we're 60 subscribers away. 22? Yes, I am 22. He's 90 years old. Yes, I am. I am 90 years old, guys. In 10 years, I'll be 100. No. 22, guys. 22. There we go. So, yep. I think we've discovered this turn fire spreads off. We've discovered that TNT will not light it, so we can now. We discovered that TNT will not light that, so let's quickly go this way. Let's quickly go this way. Now I'm going to go further down here, guys. Is there any places which are a little dark? There we go. So I think we can safely sail the rails. Are you going to build the rails now? Well, I've got them ready. I've got the rails ready. So I want to make it quiet. I want to make it slow so you get to see some of what we've built here. So no, I would answer, but I don't get why you need to say hi a million times. It's not that I don't answer. Sometimes I read your comments, but then I don't read them out. So I don't always read out every comment, but it's because, yeah, sometimes I don't read out every comment. But the reason I don't read out every comment all the time sometimes is because that, you know, if someone's watched the stream and they've said hi. That's true. That's true. That is, you're very much alright. It's one of the things as well. Do I have a girlfriend? No. Yeah, it's because I'm focused on building. That is true. But I am looking at the live chat. But also, you know, you were already on the stream, so a lot of people that I have a lot of people that comment hi. I have a lot of people that comment hi, and hi because they've left the screen for 2 seconds. Which, after you said hi once, you don't really need to say it again. That's sort of why. You accidentally deleted your sister's Minecraft world. Blimey. Right, I need some of the other rails. I need normal ones. Here we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hello, Sniper is cool. Welcome back. You just want to hit the first place crown. Yeah, but that's not a way to. That isn't a way to do that. In fact, who is the top 3 at the moment? The top 3 at the moment are average brain cell, Galactic, and Dilly 111. Skate Punk is number 4. Just some random person, I believe, is 5. Cool. So let's go out of the house again. How many humans are living on Earth? About 8 billion. This is my biggest. This is one of my biggest builds, guys. This is one of my biggest builds. This is the snow globe. It took me a month. It took me a month to build. I'll be back in a second, everyone. Right, I'm back, guys. I do apologise, guys. I do apologise. Yeah. Is he back? Yes, I am back. My dad was having was getting an email every 3 minutes from what I think is a scamming. Hello, Brody Barrett. I haven't seen you in the streams in a while. Yes, my dad was having a scam email come through every couple of minutes. So, because he's useless on technology, I had to do it. And he's very, very literate. Can you listen to the lyrics of this? Not on the stream, I can't, because I would get some... What? I'm an idiot. What am I going down here for? I need to stay up here. I need to stay up here and connect this up. Hello, Tiger Fang. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you on the stream as well. You passed your stats. Do you mean your sats? Congratulations. Jesus. So, now we're going to have very much... I'm going to make it as... I'm going to make this here. Oh, bollocks. I just broke one of those. I'm going to make this as powerful as it can possibly be here. If you get what I mean. Oh. I made a mistake. Hold on. I'm an idiot. I've made a mistake. There we go. So, I'm going to make this as powerful as we could possibly make it. Needs a bit of stone here. Yeah, sorry. That's alright. You don't have to watch every stream, so I just said welcome back. I am currently playing... We're currently building a roller coaster. We're currently building a roller coaster, so I am just no, let's just quickly do that, eh? Let's go back. Let's put one of those here. What is that there for? I need that to turn there. Your retro diamonds for orders for decoration. I've been collecting these for months. I've been collecting these for absolutely months to do this. Can you please play Roblox for the first time? No, because I don't like Roblox. So I wouldn't. There are certain games I wouldn't play, and Roblox is one of them. Just because I don't like the game. So yeah, I've been doing this for months, preparing for this. So we're building a roller coaster. Right. I think we're gonna have to have one like here just to... I've just fallen. We're gonna have to have one here. Just so we can nudge this along, so... Just so one here, so then one there. Then we can have one here. Then one here. So whoops. Big project then. Yeah. Well, we needed the rails, but I needed the ores to make the ore cave. I needed the this ore to make this ore cave. Just watching some Catman Joe. Oh, cool. There we go. So I was there when you were putting the fences. Yeah. Now we're basically putting the ores in. Now we're putting these on. So this is the fun part. This is the fun part where this will go quite well. I want this bit to be slower. That was my this is my favorite stream. Thank you. This is going to be. We might have to have one here for speed, just to make sure that this does, you know, carry on. So, but eventually, as we're doing that bit, that should be really. I think it would be really fun. No, that's not me. Not help me carry something, Joe. This roller coaster is awesome. Thank you. It's been so. I've wanted to build a roller coaster for. I first tried to make a roller coaster on this world in like 2016, in like 2017. How long do you think this stream will take? Well, it depends. We don't have to build this roller coaster on this stream. We don't have to finish it on this stream. We can do other stuff. But the whole plan, we want to have the roller coaster finished soon, of course. But that's not like the whole point of the stream. We can go and do some other stuff. So I've just fallen, but I think I can make that jump. Yeah, I can. I want this bit to be slow. This bit here, I would like it to be slow. Now I'm gonna go and find a minecart. Then we'll speed up a bit. Then we'll speed it up a bit like this. And then we'll have it go into a different room. So like, we could do terrain. So, I wanted this to look a bit old-fashioned, this part. I wanted this bit to look old-fashioned. So, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna walk up here, and I'm gonna go have a look now and see what this looks like. But I can go and hold on, I've made a mistake, which is something I don't do often. Which, joking guys, I make loads of mistakes. I gotta be honest, guys. I'm an idiot. You guys might not know this, but I'm an idiot. Would you guys like to know a really funny story which happened to me this morning, the other day? So I studied film production. I studied film production at university level. Some people on the stream know this, some people don't. So I order for films in 4K all the time, DVDs. So I ordered a film the other day. I ordered a film that I really liked, so I thought, oh, I'll watch that. So I ordered it. When it turned up today, after I ordered it, it was literally like this, guys. My DVD player broke. So my DVD player broke, and I forgot, and then ordered this film. So officially, honestly, it was like this. It was literally like this. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it in the DVD section, didn't I? It was literally this. It was, this film's good, to order that. Click, 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 click. And then a day later it was, oh shit, I don't have a DVD player. And honestly, I can't stop laughing about it. I'm like, that's really funny, but it is. What time is it in the UK? It's currently 8 minutes to 4 PM. It's almost 4 PM. So it's hilarious. Honestly, so I'm finding it really funny. So honestly, I've got Thunderbolts. I've got Marvel's Thunderbolts in my hand, the 4K thing. I've got nothing to play it on. But it's so funny though. It is. I love a 4K projector stream. That would be a home. That would be cool. I don't have a room for that though. That would be pretty cool. I've always wanted one of those, but then I know I wouldn't be able to have one because my house is not big enough. Here in Kuwait, it's at least you own it for the future. That's true. That is very, very true. I want a minecart, so I'm going to go into this room because over here we have a little train station. We have a little train station here. I know there'll be a minecart. No, we need 2 minecarts. Okay. We need one to take us to we need one to take us where we're going, and one to use on the roller coaster. This is a minecart station. This takes us exactly where we need to go. Here's the here's some of our builds. We will now go through. You're in the future. Yeah, we're now gonna go through here. We're going through the train line tunnel. And our roller coaster is literally just there. So we're gonna go and see what this looks like. This is our first test then. This is our first test. We're pioneers. We're pioneers, guys. We're pioneers. This is our first test at this roller coaster and seeing if it works. What is a pioneer? Basically, a first person to do something. Hello, the director. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, basically, a pioneer is a first person to do something. So, like, the first people to make film cameras were pioneers. The first person to go up Mount Everest was a pioneer. That's sort of what it means. It means that the first person to do something. So we're basically pioneers. We were the first. I was the first person to test out this roller coaster. Hello, Destroyer Jim. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we were the first people to try this. Been a while since. It has been a while. Welcome back. Oh, sorry, my shoulder's a bit sore, guys. We're only 58 subs, guys, from 7,000 subscribers. That is incredible. Bearing in mind, a few days ago we were 150. We were like 130 away. So that's incredible. What do you guys think? I think it's too fast. I actually think this roller coaster is too fast. I don't know why, guys. I think it's too fast. I'm in the unique perspective of here. I think we've made this too fast. The faster the better. Yeah, but then I want it. The faster is the better. But I think it would be nicer to see. By the way, I'm subbed. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. Yeah, I think it would be. What I mean is, I think it would be nicer to see what we've done here. If it was slower, I think it was. If it was slower here, Joe, can I ask a question? Of course you can. I think we'll keep this one here. But what we've done, Destroyer Jim Woo, is we've basically blown a hole into this hill, and we've basically made a huge we've made this look like a huge mine shaft. So we're doing like a Minecraft coaster. We're doing a roller coaster, but I want to base it on the tenets of Minecraft. So this is the cave part. This is the cave part. So what we're doing, I think it's too fast. I think as you come into here, I think it's too fast. Faster the better on a roller coaster, that is true. But I think it's too fast going into here. I gotta go again because test. That's alright. Good luck. And have a good rest of your day, average brain cell. Thank you for watching the stream. My nose blocked up then, guys. Jesus. Yeah, thank you for watching the stream, guys. 400 of you have watched this stream in the first hour and 40. That's incredible. Right, so yeah, we're going to slow this down. Right, is there any other places where we had them? Yeah, we had one here. We didn't have any further on beyond this point. That I felt that it was too fast, if you get what I mean. I felt that it was. Do you know any get rid of some of the redstone rails. That's what I'm done. We didn't put that many. So we've got rid of quite a few of them to make... So I want us to be able to see this bit, because, you know, this bit's impressive. You know, this bit's taken quite a long time. So the idea is now, because it's like a Minecraft roller coaster, because it's like a Minecraft style roller coaster, I think that we should go through to the tenets of Minecraft. So I think the next one, what should the next one be? Like a water exhibit. Part of me would love to see if we can get some squids. Part of me would love it if we could get some squids. Make a t-shirt. Yeah, I can't make t-shirts. I wish I could though, guys. I wish I could I technically can link a shop. Why do you have an elephant? Because I really love elephants. Elephants are my favourite animal. Hey, we found a cave that apparently I have torched. Wonder where this goes then. I don't know. There we go. I know where we are. Huh. Oh my god, I know where we are. I like hippos. Cool. Yeah, elephants literally are my favourite animal in the world, which is why tame bunnies in Minecraft. Part of me wants to get some animals in there, so we can go through like different stages of Minecraft. So we make like a desert in there. I'll plan that. I think we'll plan that. Let's see what we can do with that. So as it stands on that roller coaster, you go up, you come down, you take a spin, you come thing, you go straight down into a mine, that's so cool though. But I want this to literally be the greatest roller coaster you guys have ever seen. I want this to be the greatest roller coaster that anyone's ever seen in Minecraft. And plus, we will go up again. The roller coaster will go. I want us to have a really, really high bit where you can have a high vantage point. So I reckon if we go the highest we could possibly go, I would love if we could see some of that. You can see the jungle tree. That jungle tree was never meant to be there. How do you have pickaxe? Diamond ore you can get with silk touch. So I've been planning this build for like 6 months. I've been planning this roller coaster build behind the scenes for like 6 or 7 months. I wanted to build something big. Well, yeah, sometimes it does take that. A few years ago, I was I wish I could get back to that, but I just don't think I got the time. A few years ago, every YouTube video was shot 6 months in advance. There was a point I was 6 months in advance with YouTube. Basically, whenever I shot a YouTube video, oh, they're doing it. BBC are doing an adaptation of Lord of the Flies. I love Lord of the Flies. You didn't say 6-7 months on purpose, did you? Because if you know, you know. No, I did say it intentionally. I said 6 or 7 months intentionally because it was 6 or 7 months. I shot all my Christmas stuff. I shot all my Christmas episodes in May or June. So I was 7 or 6 months before when they came out in December. You know, I was shooting January episodes in March. I was shooting March episodes in December of the year before. I just decided because I had time I would shoot. But what I did though, at that time I was only doing one episode of Minecraft a week, which meant that, you know, I was doing 52 episodes a year. Ironically, I think I should do that again. I think I should do Minecraft videos, but one a week, and then obviously stream the rest of the time. That's what I think. According to this, it says BBC are doing an adaptation of Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies is a British story. They did a film. There was a film done of it in 1990, and I think it's shit because they based it as American cadets when the story was about a group of Boy Scouts. The story was really about a group of Boy Scouts that go into Canada. That their boat is their plane crashes and they have to survive on an island, which I've seen an adaptation of that when they did it as females, and it worked. They did an adaptation of it for a play when they did it as females. I watched it in school on a school trip, and it was very, very good. You started sounding like how you sound in 2020. Yeah, no, I my voice changed in like August of 2017. Hello Annie, welcome back. Yeah, my voice started changing like early 2017. Should I do science stream or economy stream? I have no idea, Destroyer Jinwoo. Which you've got to be in your 20s to even think about doing an economy stream. I honestly, I've got to be honest, guys. The economy, I know nothing about. I know how to profit from it, kind of. Especially when I'm trying to publish books, but which I don't do very well at because my marketing skills are really shit. Are you going to continue to do the roller coaster? No, I chose third middle school. No, I chose a third year middle school. Oh, cool. Here are Marcolis. Oh, cool. The economy's interesting. No one knows actually how the economy works, but it works. That's what my old uni lecturer said to us, because obviously they were interested in that stuff, and they said no one knows how the economy works, but it just works. I want to take economics in university, same with politics. Politics is an interesting one. Like, I'm doing a lot of research into politics at the moment, but it's for a book. Are you playing on laptop? No, Nintendo Switch. Politics is an interesting one. I'm researching it at the moment because the main character in my Dawn of Planet stories, halfway through a story that I'm planning, he has to create his own political party. Physics and science is interesting. I liked science, but there was only certain bits that I liked. Like I hated which one did I hate? I hated chemistry. I don't know. Business I don't think is part of politics. I wouldn't know, but economics, yeah, because that's the economy. You've got to run the economy if you're in politics. But business, no. The thing is, though, like I saw the former Prime Minister of the UK, Rishi Sunak, has joined Microsoft as an advisor, but a lot of the British Prime Ministers recently have been businessmen. I hate history, to be honest. I think history is really important to learn, though, because without it, you'll have people like, you could have another Hitler come into power, because everyone's ignored what happened before and was like, oh, this guy's great. He won't do anything wrong. Oh wait, now he's caused the deaths of 85 million people and totally redrawn the map of Europe. You made 40k last week. Now, Jesus. Jesus Christ, that is a lot. Do you play Minecraft? Well, I think so. I mean, that's fair play. That's a lot, because that's a lot. But one thing I will say, everyone, is do you know what schools don't teach you? They teach you how to be employed, but they don't teach you how to be an employer. He gives us quite odd questions on the stream. It's basically more like joke questions. It's more like joke questions. I've got a sore arm. As soon as I'm 19 and leaving school. Why are you quitting? How much years do you have left? Because because obviously that's quite an odd age gap to still be in school. In the UK, you finish school at 16. Oh, my nose. Sorry, my nose is itchy. That's quite a late time to be at school, really. Hello, Slurp Games. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, but then if you have enough money to book into things, but money is not about life. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the money in the world, but money doesn't buy happiness. But also a 7-star hotel. There's a thing with that though. Life is like that. Life is like that. You can have loads of money. But without schooling, will you put it in the wrong places? Because there are people that have done that. There's young people that have loads of money. Like there's for example, there's young people that have loads of money that have made bucket loads of cash, and when you're young, that's where you put money into things you don't need. No, there's only one 7-star hotel in the world, and it's in Dubai. It's in Dubai, but I don't understand why people go to Dubai, because it's a country whose rules are absolutely like. Look up Fakir Fashion Network. That's my famous network. Cool. It's extremely safe, yeah, but then if you look at the rules, Skatepunk, like you can't hold hands with a woman in public, you know, you can't drink alcohol in public. You can't. There's a lot of stuff that you can't. There's a lot of stuff you can't do. Yeah, Dubai, you can't hold a woman's hand in public, but you can't kiss in public. Which is why if you're not married to someone, you can't hold their hand in public. Which, like, you hear. Well, it's a Muslim country. It is, yeah, but then there are some rules that are very extreme. But Dubai, I wouldn't want to go to because I don't like their king. Their king has been under investigation for a very long time over the abusing of human rights. I don't understand it though. I don't understand what there really is to do out there. For example, so like if I'm going on holiday, I prefer a holiday in the UK. I prefer a holiday in the UK because I think there's actually more to do. When you go to a hot country like Spain or something like that, all you've got is the beach. Yeah, but the thing with Dubai is there's a lot beaches, building pools. But for an actual to have an actual holiday, I think you need more than that. You have pools and beaches anywhere. But what does Dubai offer that no one else does? And I can't see what they offer myself, except it just being a very expensive place. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. That's the thing. That's the thing with Dubai. Without oil, Dubai wouldn't be a place. Pretty much. To make it all look fancy, but have you seen how many buildings in Dubai are actually abandoned because they've run out of money building them? I read this quote a few years ago from this guy that he's a historian that looks through architecture, and he turned around and said the amount of things that Dubai rush ahead and build and then never finish is ridiculous. To make it look fancy, yeah, it's very expensive there because they waste they absolutely hemorrhage money on things that they don't finish, like their what's the name, their islands which they made look like the map of the world. All these rich people bought them, but they're just left abandoned because they ran out of money building it. It's like the Jeddah Tower. The Jeddah Tower, which was going to be the tallest building in the world, after nearly 15 years, it's still there. It's still there unfinished because they ran out of money building it. I think what they need to do is focus on smaller stuff, then build and build. I think that's what every other country does. So what I mean is I went on holiday last week for 2 weeks. How much, right, everyone, how much does a holiday cost to Dubai for 4 people for 2 weeks? $6,943. Oh wow. Yeah, how much does it's 6,944 now. Well, in Dubai, yeah. How much would that cost, do you think? Remember me? Of course I do. You were in the stream earlier on. So honestly, what I mean, you live in Dubai, cool. Hello, football lads, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so what I mean, guys, about how expensive shit is. What did you miss? Nothing. We're in a different part of my world at the moment. I just finished doing the mine stuff for that roller coaster. Yeah, what I mean, destroy a gym wheel. I went on holiday around £10,000. Okay, $10,000 dollars. Okay. Yeah, so I went on holiday. I went on holiday for 2 weeks in North Wales. It cost about £1,000 for 2 weeks for 4 people, and literally it was quiet. Literally, the where I was staying was absolutely quiet. It was quiet. There was only like 15 people there because it's September, early October. There was hardly any people there. It's not about, with holidays, guys. It's not about where it's most expensive. It's about where you go. It's about the holiday, not where it is. So, for example, I was in North Wales. Literally, do you have an interest in football or sports? I do. I'm a massive Everton fan. Do you play Lego Star Wars? Yes, I did. I did yesterday. Yeah, so look, for example, with like a holiday, Yeah, so I went on holiday the other day. So I went on holiday for 2 weeks. Honestly, I didn't have a day of relax. I relaxed every day, of course, but there was always stuff to do. So in North Wales, guys, you've got ancient historical sites, because obviously, that area of North Wales has thousands of years of history. So I went up a lighthouse because there was I went on a tour of an old lighthouse it was built on an island. It was built on an island just off the sea. It was built on an island. So this lighthouse I went to, this lighthouse I paid for a tour of. Yeah, so this lighthouse I went. Yeah, I am gonna continue building it, but not right now because I need to think about what we need to do next for it. Neither of them. I think they both. I think they neither of them. I liked both of them. I think both had I think both had I think both was great individually. I think Ronaldo was the better. Well, because Annie was in the stream earlier on. We basically, what was I going to say, guys? So Messi was a really good team player. Messi was a real good team player, and some of the stuff Messi was a real good team player, and there was some of the shit Messi did that you wouldn't expect him to do. There's a goal that Messi scored where he basically went through about 15 people, and it was like the ball was glued to his foot. Depends on what year who's better. Well, kind of. Hello, Dragon. Welcome back. So, when I say about that, football lads, is Ronaldo was the better goal scorer and was very fast, but I think Messi had better technical ability. I think Messi could just make shit happen. Yeah, I think Messi could just make shit happen. So Messi could just get the ball and make something happen. Ronaldo and set someone up. Ronaldo was very good at if you get the ball to him, in the spot, you know it's a surefire goal. Messi was one of those players that if you give him the ball, he'll put a perfect cross in. He'll somehow go through three players and stick it in the one corner. I think they were both brilliant players. I don't think you can turn around and say who's the greatest of all time without adding other players in, like George Best, Puskas, Maradona, Pele. I think you've got to bring all of those players in, because would Ronaldo and Messi have been able to do what they did in the time when those guys played football? So, for example, would Ronaldo have been able to try and play the way he did when you had, in the era of George Best, for example? George Best bagged, 100 goals for Man United, despite the fact that he was going through people that were trying to break his legs. I need to go. Okay, have a good rest of your day, Dragon. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, so with that, I think in different time frames, the greatest footballer of all time is from different perspectives. Because when you look at the greatest player of ever, I think you've got to bring Pele into it. Got to go courses. Have a good day, Destroyer Jim Woo. Thank you. Who do you think will win the next World Cup with all the new young players? Well, my heart says England. My heart says England win it, but I think it will be between England, France, Argentina, and Brazil. I don't know. Morocco did really well in the last one, but can they match it? Because obviously, they will. That the anticipation will be harder on them now. The anticipation will be harder on them now, and will they be able to match up with it? Because sometimes some countries do really well in one, you anticipate them to do even better in the next one, and then they don't match up. So I'm really interested. To see what happens. I think Brazil will be somewhere near under Don Carlo. Carlo Ancelotti is one of the They might, but I said they might. But Morocco really have to prove themselves this time because, you know, they were the underdogs last time and now they won't be seen as the underdogs. I don't know though. With Portugal, they always seem prepared and cooking going into it, and then something happens. Rafinha is a good player. Rafinha is a good player. I didn't think he was that good when he played for Leeds, but he's been really, really good for Barcelona. In context, I shouldn't be talking. I don't even know how to play soccer. That's alright. I can't play it. I always used to be shoved in goal, which was kind of a cop out because I'm really short. Rafinha is a really good player. Like, for Barcelona, he's brilliant. I didn't think he was that good for Leeds, but that's just one man's opinion. I've got to be honest, I was actually really shocked that Barcelona bought him. I was like, well, he didn't do that well for Leeds. When did he go there? Yeah. Actually, he did better for Leeds than I expected, than I realised. He bagged 17 goals for Leeds in 65 games. Obviously, he's bagged 34 for Barcelona in 106 games. That's pretty good. But to be honest, Dembele though, who's Rafinha, he's a football player who plays for Barcelona. I gotta be honest though, Dembele, I think it'd be real nice. Messi or Ronaldo? I've just answered that question. I said neither of them. I said they were both great players and had both great skills that made them brilliant. But you can't turn around and say that they're the greatest of all time. The question of greatest of all time, you've got to bring other players into it. You've got to bring other players into that. It's a Brazilian name. Brazilian names are. Yeah, so Gareth Bale, Eden Hazard. Gareth Bale was a very, very good player, and I really respected him. Eden Hazard was a good player, but then I think his career collapsed when he went to Real Madrid. Really, he had injuries. He had a lot of injuries. But Gareth Bale, I think, was a really, really good player. So I'm going to say Bale. But Hazard was really good for Chelsea. But the problem Hazard had was that he was... I think Gareth Bale was a really good finisher. And plus, you know, he was pretty good in the Premier League as well when he played for Tottenham. Like R9 Ronaldo, yeah. R9 Ronaldo, his favourite goal, because he played for Barcelona where he bagged 34 and 37. Do you like to tell stories on the stream? Yeah, because it's fun. And plus, I'm not really telling stories. I'm talking to people on the stream who are basically saying stuff, and I'm bouncing off you guys. So a lot of the stuff, I'm basically answering your guys' questions. Really, R9 Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, his favorite goal for Barcelona. His favorite goal for Barcelona is. His favorite goal for Barcelona is because of the manager's reaction. Bobby Robson, who was manager of Barcelona, who signed R9 Ronaldo, so obviously R9 Ronaldo, everyone, not Cristiano, but the original Ronaldo. He scored a goal. Did you know telling stories is one of the human's oldest activities? That's true. Who's your favourite player from England? Well, Harry Kane. I'm going to say Harry Kane. Would you rather win 5 Ballon d'Ors or 1 World Cup? 1 World Cup. Dembele should have won it in my opinion, because Dembele got absolutely shat on when he was at. Who did he play for? Dembele. Yeah, Ousmane Dembele. He played for Barcelona and they shat on him. Yeah, Ousmane Dembele played for Barcelona for 6 years, and you know they absolutely shat on him. Like some of the shit that they ripped into him for. And I feel really glad that he's gone to PSG and done so well. You know, last season he did absolutely incredible. So I respect that. You know, after having loads of people, he carried them to the Champions League. Yeah. I have something to tell the stream. Of course. Of course you can. Yeah, so just talking about that though, everyone. Like, you know, Dembele was absolutely shat on by Barca fans. Even pundits and commentators. So I really, really respect what he's done with PSG. You have... Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me... No. Please tell me you're not making a joke, I mean. Please tell me you're not making a joke, because I don't agree with making jokes about that. I've generally had someone make a joke about having it before. You're not... Yeah, because I don't agree with... yeah, I've had people make jokes about having cancer on the stream before. What's your favourite team from the Premier League? Everton. I support Everton. That is the team I support. That is the only team I support. Which... And if some people don't even know who they are, which it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh that some people don't even know who they are, and I'm like, well, they're one of the oldest. They're one of the. They basically created the league. No, Everton are. Guess we're kind of enemies. No, actually, that's a very much. We're not enemies. That's very much a thing if you're not from the UK. That's very much a thing if you're not from the UK. I'm not sure if they have. I'm not sure if they have won a little. They've won more than a little. They're the top. They're in the top 5 of the most decorated clubs in England. Yeah, they have won. You know, they've won the league 9 times. They've won the FA Cup 5 times. They've won the league 5 times. The FA Cup. No, the league 9 times. Because Liverpool have a derby with Everton. They do, yeah. They do, but the thing with Everton-Liverpool though, it's a heated rivalry, but it's not heated if you're from Liverpool. I'm not from Liverpool, but Everton-Liverpool is not a heated derby. I watch your stream. You make me happy. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. Yeah, and I'm glad I provide you some sort of happiness. You only have 9 months. Oh, but then you got to go and have the greatest 9 months of your life. Oh yes, that one. That surprisingly, that video's been doing real well recently. That was over 2 years ago. I was playing as Everton, and Dali Ali was still playing for Everton. Honestly, I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for Dali Ali. Yeah, but that was yes, but that was wrong. The only thing I didn't agree with was Decore's the only thing I didn't agree with in that fight was the red card for Abdoulaye Decore, because the only thing I agreed with was Curtis Jones's red card, which Curtis Jones actually apologised because he misunderstood what Decore was doing. What's better, football or Minecraft? You're asking... I'm not even going to answer that. Hello, OG player. So, yeah, what I mean, Slurp Games, the only thing I didn't agree with was Abdoulaye Decore's red card in that melee. Because Curtis Jones started that because he saw Decore shush a Liverpool fan. But what he didn't know is that the Liverpool fan had actually shouted something racist at him. So he basically shushed someone that was shouting racist abuse at him. And Curtis Jones later apologized and said he wasn't aware. He just thought he misunderstood what the Corey had done. But the only thing I agreed with was Curtis Jones's red card, because it was a bit crazy. But the one thing I think about football nowadays is Liverpool are under a bit of fire this season, because someone shouted racist abuse at an Everton fan in the Merseyside derby last year. First game of the season, somebody shouted racist abuse at a Bournemouth player, and then someone shouted abuse at the Atletico manager recently. Which that's not racism, isn't, you know, everyone that loves football here, you know, if you absolutely love football, you know, you've got to think the players, the managers, the staff, you know, that's their job. Why should they go to work to have someone shout abuse at them? If you get what I mean. Why are only 3 people watching? Because sometimes streams die out for a bit and then they got... Yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, that video I uploaded 2 years ago, and that was a real funny game. Do you think you can hit 10k? Well, maybe eventually. As it stands, we're only 55 away from hitting 7,000, so we don't know. But yeah, Liverpool's not really a big rivalry. It is, well, it's a big rivalry. It is the biggest rivalry. Well, Barcelona's a good team, but every team loses. Every team loses a game, football lads. You know, that's one thing that's amazing about the English Premier League. Anyone can beat anyone. So, for example, Crystal Palace, Liverpool beat Everton 2-1 a few weeks ago, which Everton hit the post on the 90th minute and just about didn't get a draw. Yeah, but that's what I don't agree with. Like, you know, I really like Vinicius Jr. as well. I think he's a really good player. And yeah, I don't agree with that. For example, I'm going to use Liverpool as an example here. Sometimes fans do take it too far. So, for example, does everyone remember when Virgil van Dijk got injured by Jordan Pickford in 2020? Because Pickford tried to clear the ball and he accidentally caught Van Dijk. And, you know, he basically ruled him out for he ruled Van Dijk out for the whole season. Yeah. It was a bad tackle, and the only reason it wasn't a red card was because Van Dijk was offside. But what came out afterwards, a Liverpool fan threatened to go to Liverpool and murder Jordan Pickford's kid. Like, that's where fans take it too far. Like, you know, football is one thing, but threatening to murder an opposition player's kid is literally... Most rigged Ballon d'Or. Ooh. The most rigged Ballon d'Or ever. Ooh, there's one I'm thinking of. Just let me have a look a minute. Oh, goodbye, Dragon. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you for watching the stream. Ballon d'Or 2020, I think it was. Yeah, the 2020 Ballon d'Or. It got cancelled, but... ...2020 was one. Yeah, Robert Lewandowski got robbed in 2020. He was predicted to have won it, and then they decided to not do it that year. But, you know, Robert Lewandowski had bagged 55 goals in all competitions that year. In that year, Robert Lewandowski had bagged 55 goals in all competitions. You know, that's incredible. 55 goals in all competitions is an incredible. Yeah. The Ballon d'Or should have gone to Robert Lewandowski in 2020 because the guy bagged 50 under Hansi Flick, who's now Barcelona manager. Ironically, he bagged 55 goals in all competitions. Like, he broke the German. That's 2016. Yeah, he scored 5 goals. In fact, that was in 2015, wasn't it? Yeah, because Pep Guardiola was considering selling him, and he brought him on as a substitute, and he bagged 5 goals in 9 minutes. So when you see hello Amy Rose, welcome to this room. When you see Pep Guardiola in the clip holding his head and going, wow, he's actually like, he was considering selling him. And then he scored 3 goals, and then he scored 5 goals in 9 minutes, which is incredible. No one's ever done that since. I mean, the fastest hat trick in the Premier League was Sadio Mane when he played for Southampton. He scored a hat trick in 2.5 minutes or something like that. Yes, I just said that ironically, but that, yeah, he didn't play for Liverpool when he scored. When he scored the fastest hat trick of all time, he didn't play for Liverpool. He was a Southampton player. I think so, anyway. I didn't like Sadio Mane myself, but that was as an Everton fan. Yeah, 2 minutes 56 seconds, but he was playing for Southampton at the time. But Sadio Mane was a good player. Yeah, but he wasn't. It was for Southampton though, ironically. But ironically though, I didn't like Sadio Mane. Ian Wright, good player, mind. Ian Wright was a good player. You know, he when you think about him though, he didn't get his break in top flight football till he was like 28. I'm really good. How are you? Thank you for asking. Yeah, so yeah, Ian Wright didn't get his. Yeah, Ian Wright didn't get his break in top flight football till he was like 28. No, I know you got a lot of. No, I know that's why he left. To help his country. Well, no, he left because he went. No, I don't think it was racism. Sadio Mane, I don't think it was racism. I don't think racism's why he left. His contract was coming up, and he was getting on. He was getting old. The thing with Sadio Mane, he was in his 30s, and the thing with when you're young, you don't really understand this with football teams. Football teams basically, as you're getting older, your value. If you're getting older, your value starts going down. So as you're getting older, your value starts going down. So obviously, Sadio Mane was when did he leave Liverpool? I can't remember when he left Liverpool. I can't remember when he left Liverpool. It was 2022. 2022, he was 30. And yeah, he was 30 when he left Liverpool. I thought he was older than that. I thought he was 30. I thought he was 35. Who am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of Roberto Firmino. He was older than that. But honestly, I don't hate Liverpool, guys. The one thing that I hate about Liverpool is sometimes they can get away with in a lot of the Merseyside derby games. If you go and watch some of the tackles, if you go and watch the Merseyside derby, guys, and look at Everton and Everton will do a tackle and get a yellow card, and then 2 seconds later Liverpool will do the same tackle, and then you'll find out. Yeah, but then Saudi stole all the good players. Well, Sadio Mane actually went. Sadio Mane was different. He went to Bayern, but then he didn't hit the mark at Bayern. Messi's prime was 2012. The guy bagged 90 goals in 12 months. Messi's greatest season was 2012. Ronaldo's I don't exactly know. Probably 2016 when he won the European Championship. Ronaldo very famously said a few years ago, if he could win the World Cup with Portugal, that would be the great. That would then that would be it. That would be the pinnacle for him. Which, yeah, football's not boring. Football's not boring, but the problem with Saudi Arabia are doing something called sports washing. Saudi Arabia are doing something called sport washing. So basically, there's been a lot of Saudi Arabia have been doing something called sports washing. So basically, Ronaldo was really good for Manchester United as well. I mean, the guy broke the Premier League. The guy broke the record for the Premier League. Broke the Premier League goal record. Obviously, scored in 31. But that's not right though. Because the Premier League record was actually 34, set by Alan Shearer. But then they turned around and but they played more games then. They played 42, not 38. Do you know what? One thing I really hate about English football is that they turn around and say now that they turned around and scrubbed all the original leagues from history. So the English football leagues, the first division started in 1888. No, Tan Hag didn't ruin Ronaldo's career. You know, Ronaldo was already at a retirement age before that. The problem with Ronaldo is Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag's a good manager. But they were always on a collision course because Ronaldo can be quite egotistical. The thing with Ronaldo is Ronaldo can be quite egotistical. Hello, Russian country ball. Guess what? I'm stream. He would never let him play. No, but Ronaldo is. He did let him play. But do you know what? Do you know how they do this? It's not a thing. When you get a new football manager in, they take a look at the players that they want. They take a look at all the players and they decide who they want and don't want. So, for example, Ronaldo didn't match up to Eric Ten Hag's system. Eric Ten Hag's style of football didn't suit Ronaldo. So, he wasn't going to play him, was he? You broke your foot. Ooh. So, yeah, Eric Ten Hag, it's no one's fault. It's not Eric Ten Hag's fault. It's not Ronaldo's fault. But Eric Ten Hag's style of football didn't suit Ronaldo. So of course Eric Ten Hag is going to pick someone that suits his style. So which is why he picked Rashford, because Rashford more suited his style than Ronaldo did. If you get what I mean. It's like that. So for example, it's the same as for example, it's the same as Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who used to play for Everton, Everton bought a young player called Moise Kean. So Moise Kean, who plays for, I don't even know where he plays now. Moise Kean, who plays for Fiorentina, who obviously he's a very good player now, isn't he? 20 goals, 38 games. Fair. So I take it you guys would have heard of Messi's worst season. Probably his first at PSG. Like, he didn't really want to be there. Messi didn't really want to be at PSG. He didn't want to leave Barcelona. but they couldn't afford to keep him because they had run themselves into the ground financially. Do you like pasta? I do like pasta. So, for example, Moise Kean, who plays for Fiorentina, he's one of the world's best strikers at the moment. He played for Everton for 3 years. He couldn't get in the squads because his style of play didn't match the manager's. And he was stuck behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who bagged over 70 goals for Everton. It's the same as like Ronaldo. Not every player wants Ronaldo. Madrid has a... what do you mean? Madrid is one, they don't know how to respect their legends. But it's... You can't keep your legends around all the time. So if you have a legendary player and they're getting old... sometimes you have to end people's career. Sometimes you have to let them go. That's the thing with football. Some say that Messi caught people by surprise. You know, he was 17. He was 17. He was 17 and they were like, who's this guy? He's just tore us apart. The thing is, though, so for example, Slurp Games, there's a goalkeeper called Neville Southall. He's Everton's greatest goalkeeper. You know, he's the last Everton player to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Well, no. There's only been 2 Everton players in like 30 years. So basically, there's a goalkeeper called Neville Southall. He was Everton's best goalkeeper. He played for Everton for years. He's one of the last Everton players to be nominated for a Ballon d'Or. He played from Everton from 1981 to 1981 to 1998. As an example, guys, by the end of his career, the manager that basically brought him in 1981 came back in 1997, and he had to tell him that his time was done. He'd been an Everton legend, you know, everyone loved him. But you know, he was now 40. He was now like 40. And the thing, it's not about treating your legends. It's not about treating your legends. If your legend's getting old, you've got to let them go. You know, some people play for one club, like Seamus Coleman, for example. He played for Sligo Rovers for 3 years, and he's played for Everton for the last 16 and a half years. No, he's an Everton legend. But if your players are getting old, like with some clubs, so like Sergio Ramos, the reason Sergio Ramos left is because he was 36, and he wasn't going to be guaranteed game time anymore. If you've been at a club for a long time, sometimes that you will not be guaranteed game time. So, for example, that's why Wayne Rooney left Everton the second time. Wayne Rooney left Everton the second time because the new manager couldn't guarantee him lots of games, because you know he wanted to freshen up the squad and get the squad age down. And you know, Wayne Rooney was almost 34. Wayne Rooney at this point was almost 34. What do you think that Sergio Ramos was made about in Spanish? What do you think the song... I have no idea. It's like Amadou Onana. Amadou Onana, who used to play for Everton until Everton sold him last season for 50 million. You know, he said some footballers take a relax. He decided to make. He's a rapper. He's a rapper. He's a rapper on the side. He's a rapper, which is quite a interesting concept. Or he's made a song, but I think it was rap. I don't know. Personal life. Here it is. That was it. Yeah, he makes rap music under the name 24am. He released his debut single last year. Do you think Turkey's nice? I've got to be honest, never been there, but I think there's some places that are probably nice. Rejected him in 2024. Yeah, but I think that might be true. But some older football players that they are. Sergio Ramos, though, I like that he went back to Seville where he started out. I think there's something nice about that. At the end of their career, they went back to where they started. I really respect that. I think I've just been called. I'm gonna go and check a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. Lamine Yamal, I think he'll be better than Messi. Yeah, Neymar though. Neymar is an interesting one. I think he was a good player, but I think he let the fame. I think he let the fame get to his head. I think Neymar could have been a way better player than he was. I think Neymar could have been an absolutely unbelievable player. I think he could have been one of the best players to ever play the game. But with him, I think he let the fame get to his head. In some of his last games for PSG before he left, it did just seem that he... Yeah. I think he was really underrated, yeah. I think he could have been a great player, but I think he always struck me as someone that let the money and fame get to his head. But some of them do. Like, what's his name? His name. He's trying to build the roller coaster. Well, we've built most of it. I've just taken a break for a bit because I'm currently just eating dinner. But talking about that though, everyone, about players that did that. Paul Gascoigne's one. Paul Gascoigne could have been the greatest English player of all time. But the problem with Paul Gascoigne was that he had a drink and alcohol problem. Do I stream on Monday? I stream every day of the week. I stream every day of the week. But yeah, it's a bit like Paul Gascoigne. Paul Gascoigne let the money and fame get to his head, and you know, he was a massive, to the point that he had a huge problem with alcohol. Are you going to play Lego Star Wars Complete Saga again? Most likely, yeah. Most likely. Well, of course I will, but just not today, because I'm streaming Minecraft today. But yeah, I will do. When I looked at your channel, actually, I can see you've done Lego Batman 3. I will do all the Lego Batman games as well, because I've got all those. Thank you to everyone who subscribed today. As it stands, we have 55 subscribers off hitting 7,000, which is just incredible. But yeah, I've got to be honest, Lego Batman 3 I never finished because the Wii U kept crashing on me when I was playing it. But yeah, guys, we will do it. I will do it. Yeah, Lego City Undercover. Which console did you play that on? Because it's interesting. It is an interesting game. PS4 and PS5. Cool. Did you know Lego City Undercover was initially was only meant to be a Wii U exclusive, but it becomes so popular all the other consoles wanted it? It was re-released, yeah. The game was initially Lego City Undercover is obviously it's a game. It was published by Nintendo. It was developed by TT Fusion and published by Nintendo for the Wii U. It was re-released for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Windows and Xbox One in 2017. So yeah, Lego City Undercover actually came out 4 years before. It was re-released because everyone else, all the other consoles loved it. But yeah, it actually come out on the Wii U in 2013 as a just as a Wii U exclusive. Because there's a bit in the game when they give you a map, and the whole concept is they use the Wii U gamepad as a map. It was actually a game specifically made for the Wii U. So basically, during the Wii U version, you have a Wii U gamepad screen in the game, but they had to take that out. They had to take that out because it made no sense having like a fake Wii U screen on a PS4, and they had to try and work out how to do that they had to rework the whole game for that, which is and yeah, of course Xbox. It's incredible. It was an incredible concept. I've got to be honest, that's one. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga is my favorite Lego game, and it's because it's because it's such an it's a game that means so much to me. So I am 22. I'm 22. So when Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga came out, I was 5, and it's a game. So it's a game that meant so much to me. It meant so much to me because it's a game that I grew up playing. Lego Star Wars: Complete Saga is the first video game that I actually bought myself. If you get what I mean, it's the first video game I bought myself. So that's what I mean. That's why it's my favorite game, because of just how much it meant to me as a person. I'm just going to mute myself a minute so I can finish eating, guys. They are good games. I do have all those. Lego Lord of the Rings is so fun. I'm going to stream that one eventually as well. I'm going to stream more. I am going to stream them all because I love them all. And yeah, Lego Lord of the Rings came out 2012. I think I was 10. Have you bought FC26? I haven't. I normally wait for a couple of months till the prices drops because I disagree with video games being 60-70 quid. I normally wait a couple of months till the price drops. So I normally wait, with the new FIFA games, if you wait till like December, January, the price normally drops down about 30-40 quid. So I always do that. Because it's really expensive. I am going to buy it. I've bought a couple of them over the years, the FIFA games. Not all of them. But this is probably the last one I'll buy. This is probably the last one I'll buy because I know it's got Everton's new stadium in it. It's got Everton's new stadium in it, so I'll probably buy this. I'll probably buy this next one just because it's got Everton's new stadium in it. Yeah, because I absolutely love Lego Batman, so I've been waiting for this game for 10 years. Also, I heard rumors about I heard rumors about a year ago that they were doing a new Lego Batman game, and when it got announced the other week, I was like, oh, the rumors were right. I'm really excited for this, but yeah, I don't agree with that. Well, Tottenham Stadium cost $1 billion as well. Everton's new stadium cost 700 million, but the price inflated. But Man United want. You heard a spoon? Yes, I was eating. Yes, I was eating. Burger, chips and beans. I was eating a beef burger, chips and beans. I'm gonna be back in a minute. I just need to get a drink. Go Everton, yeah. Well, Man, that's not gonna happen. What's your favourite game mode? Oh, I love manager. I do love manager mode. I've lost my controller, guys. I love manager mode. I absolutely love the manager mode on it because I love I love the idea of it. I love the idea of it, like managing a team, and it leads to some great fun. It leads to some great fun. So basically, I'll tell you what I do, which I think we should do this on the stream. So I might stream FIFA sometime next week. When I was on holiday, I took my Switch with me, and I made my sister pick a number between 1 and 20. So she had to pick any number between 1 and 20. So she could say 1, she could say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, whatever. And so she said 12. So I had to go through the Premier League. Are you playing on Wii U right now? No, this is Nintendo Switch. This is my Switch. This is my Switch world. You finished studying? Cool. I've got a bit of burger stuck in my tooth, guys. Ah. Yeah, got it out. Stuck between my teeth. Oh. But yeah, because everyone's been talking about football, guys, what's everyone's favourite position they've ever had to play or something like that? What's everyone's favourite position they had to play? Either in score, defence. Cool. You played right wing, left back. Right winger, left back. Cool. Cool. I had to play. When I was in score, I was always forced in goal, which was horrible. I was forced into goal most times in score, and I hate it because I'm 5'9". So of course, as you can imagine, that's not very good goalkeeping, is it? It was amazing. It was funny though. I'm 5'9", guys, so I was forced into goal. I never became a goalie because I'm short. You're probably, honestly, you're probably not as short as I am. I'm 5'9" and I was forced into goal. So when but when I was in school, I would have been like 5'7", so they forced me into goal. But you're probably young as well, though. Most people are, when they're young, are shorter. So, for example, when I was like 15, I was 5'7", and they used to force me in goal. They used to force me in goal each week, and I hated it. I played more like a. Well, I wasn't a bad goalkeeper. Do you know what the problem with Manchester United is? No, it doesn't curse players. The Man United's problem is the players. Man United's players. The problem with Manchester United is it is the players. But is your channel kid friendly for my little brother? Yeah, this channel. It depends how old they are. Depends how old they are, if you get what I mean. It depends what you would define as a kid. Yeah, no. But also average brain cell. If your brother's 11 and watching YouTube, he shouldn't be watching YouTube at 11. Because YouTube's regulations are 13. YouTube's regulations are 13 years and up. So yeah, I aim my channel to be 13 years and up, but not they brought in Burma. Yeah, the problem with Man United is their players. He's mature. Yeah. But yeah, my YouTube channel is not kid friendly because I will swear on these streams. But if you're 13 years and up, yeah, if you're 13, yeah, you understand swear words at 13 and things like that. So yeah, my channel's not kid friendly as in that, but then it's not like thing. But it's not in that way. If you get what I mean, like I'm not my channel's not kid friendly. It's not kid friendly, but it's friendly enough if you're like has been sent to Words has been selling to her. I've heard he wants to leave. I've heard rumours that he wants to leave Liverpool already, and he's had a falling out with Aaron Slot. Yeah, for curses only. Well, no, I talk about topics that young children will understand, which is why. Yeah, this channel's not kid friendly. Plus, it's kid friendly if you're like 13 years and up because you're a teenager. And when you're a teenager, you're sort of understanding more, if you know what I mean. But the reason I don't like people watching this channel under the age of 13 is because I'm promoting my novel stuff in the streams, and if somebody clicks that and they're under the age of like 13, I'm technically liable. I'm liable because I've promoted a book I've wrote to someone that's under the age that should legally be reading it. But then also, if young people do buy it, they're buying something. If young people buy a book that's not aged at their age range, but they've seen a promotion about it on a platform that they legally shouldn't be on. It's actually something that I'm really nervous about. It's something that I'm nervous about because I had a person as young as 10 try and buy I wrote an 18 rated horror story for a competition and published it a couple of months ago. I had a person as young as 10 try and buy it, and the only reason they did is their dad stopped them. That's why that's why the age ratings are there. I had a person as young as 10 try and buy a 18 rated horror story that I published. So yeah, that's why I say about like that, everyone. I had a 10-year-old kid try and buy a try and buy an 18-rated horror story that I'd published on Amazon. And because I'm promoting it through the stream, because the stream, YouTube is 13 years and up, so a 13-year-old shouldn't buy that. But there's people watching these streams that are in their 20s, 30s, 18, 20, if you get what I mean. What was the question? I was asked. Yeah, the problem with Manchester United Slurp games is that Man United. The problem with Man United is that. Yeah, average brain cell. That's exactly my point. That's why I'm nervous about young people under 13 watching this channel in case they do stuff like that. There was a guy on my stream that basically he tried to he's like 10 and he tried to order an 18-rated book that I'd wrote. So I wrote this horror story about a man that preys on women and turns his victims into human dolls. It's called The Doll Maker, and it's very, very graphic. And I had people as young as 10 trying to buy it, which it doesn't make me liable, but if they're traumatized, if they get traumatized, what's the first thing when you see people's mindsets nowadays? Everyone, if your kid gets traumatized, they blame the person that promoted the book. Oh, you shouldn't promote it on here. I'm like, but your kid shouldn't be on it. There was a case a few years ago, but I'm still a minor. I can't. Yeah, no, I know that. I didn't mention that because of that. I mentioned what the book was called, everyone, because of I had young people trying to buy my novel stuff. Well, every other book is 13 years and up. Every other book is aimed at 13 years. Every other book is aimed at 13 years, bar that one. Bar that one is aimed at anything else. Bar that everything else is aimed at like 12, 13 years. But apart from that one, but yeah, that's why we're really stickler with the YouTube regulations. Yo, is this education? No, this is Legacy Console Edition. No, this is the Legacy Console Edition. This is old Minecraft, like the old 4J Studios version. Welcome to the stream, ES Edits. Yeah, I'm playing the old Minecraft because I've played this version for 10 years and I absolutely love it. I have edu because of school. Yeah, I have Education Edition because it came built in, but I've never used it. They let us play in class. Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah, what was I responding to? I was responding to a comment. From you, Slurp. Oh, yeah, the problem with Manchester United is that they call it Edu. Oh, cool. Do you know why Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United, everyone? Do you know why Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United? Let's go with a truth, eh? Let's go with a truth. Do you know why Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United Slurp games? Yeah. I mean, I'm not a Man United fan, but I know Slurp Games said about Man United are cursed, but they're not cursed. Do you like your crush? I don't have a crush. That's the truth. Yeah, so if you're still here, Slurp Games, do you know why Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United? I like to watch Arab games because I'm Arab. Oh, cool. Dang, you're a real man. Yes, I am a real man. I've got a certificate to prove it. I'm joking. What type of games is that? Like, is that Average Brain? So is that like the Saudi Pro League or something like that? Which game do you play the most? Minecraft. Like only matches and once every 2 years as a golf cup. Cool. Yeah. The Saudi Pro League is an interesting one. I don't get how it gets money. I don't get how the Saudi Pro League makes money, because they spent £400 million on players, buying all these world class players in. And then you have Ronaldo playing in front of 440 people because there was only 440 people in the stands, and I was like, how does that work? Because you're not going to generate if you're only getting 440 people turning up in the stadium. That money is not going to be that money is not going to make enough to buy some of those players. How do you make money from YouTube? Advertisements. So if you guys click this little S button here, called Show Your Support for Climate of Joe, you guys can donate and things like that. That's one way of how I get money. Yeah, if you get what I mean. I don't get how you can turn around and get money, because 440 people paying to watch a match, that's not going to generate enough money to buy someone for 400 million. So it's got to be money which isn't actually part of the football club. In the UK, that's illegal. In the UK, it's illegal. You can't spend more money than your club makes. So in the UK, if you spend more money than your club makes, you're going to play the Lego Movie game. I haven't played that one in years. I got it somewhere. I do have it. That's one of the games that I think I will stream sometime. But yeah, talking about like things like that, I don't get how that. Well, I can't donate to you. Yeah, I'm not asking you to donate to me. You asked me how do I make money. I said that's one way of how I make money on YouTube. The next one's advertisements, and then also I also get money from channel memberships, where people become like a channel member, and then they get exclusive perks like they get custom emojis, custom badges, early access to YouTube videos. They get members only live streams. It's basically you get access to more, and you get a special badge by your name that says you're a channel member. That's how they do it. That's what YouTube brought in. So I've only just set that up. No, that's not. I think whenever you get 1,000 views, no, 1,000 views is like 10 pence. A 1,000. A 1,000 views of video is 1,000 views of video is like it's nothing. Hello, hate K4 Hossin Kazi. This is Legacy Console Edition. Minecraft Legacy Console. 4J Studios version. You know, my dad went to a 3-year business trip. A 3-year business trip. So that's a really long. That's really long for a business trip. 3 years. Everton. I think I've already answered that question twice today, but Everton. There we go. Yeah, but then that, yeah, COVID was play 0.510. I haven't got access to that. This is Legacy Console Edition. This is 1.12. Yeah, COVID was a thing though. Average brain cell. COVID. That's what COVID was crazy. The UK wouldn't allow. Basically, the UK stopped everything. It got to the point, because obviously I'm from the UK. It got to the point I couldn't it got to the point I couldn't travel more than 5 miles. To stop the virus, the UK government made it you couldn't travel more than 5 miles away from your house. During the height of the COVID pandemic, the UK government made it that you couldn't travel. They can't get a replacement because he's a children's doctor. Yeah, COVID is COVID was an interesting one. Yeah, COVID was an interesting one, everyone. So during COVID, I gained so much weight. I gained so much weight during COVID. During COVID, I gained so much weight just because that was the only thing I could do. All I could do was eat. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. But then I don't have MCPE. I have Legacy Console Edition, which is the one I'm playing. So talking about it, guys, like, yeah, COVID was an interesting thing. Like, COVID was an interesting one. This is all from Survival, yeah. Make a build of your biggest fan. Your biggest fan. But then I can't. That would be tight because all of you guys, or a lot of the people that are watching these streams right now, love the content. What was I going to say, guys? I was going to say something then. Yeah, during COVID, I gained 40 kg. But after all this, the world is 9 years old. Yeah, the world is 9 years old and 2 months. Yeah, during COVID, I gained 40 kg. Wow, but as I could say though, you know, it's a lot. Yeah, well, did you lose it? No, I didn't. Yeah, but I was 18 during COVID, guys, so I went into COVID at 58 kg. Nah, bro, of course I'm okay. I went into COVID at 58 kg and 5'7". I come out of COVID at 5'9" and 98. So I was actually Legacy Console Edition were real. Yeah, this is generally real. Yeah, so honestly, no, I've never lost any weight afterwards. Is YouTube a job? Well, it's not my job. This isn't my job. Because even though I'm earning money, Snyder or Samuel Eto'o? I'm going to say Eto'o. I'm going to say Eto'o only because he played for my team. Eto'o actually played for Everton for a couple of months. I'm going to say Eto'o because he actually played for Everton. Actually, YouTube is a job. I don't have a job because I can't apply. I can't find one at the moment. The problem with the UK is that I just finished a uni degree, so I have a Bachelor of Science. I have a Bachelor of Science in film production, and I can't find a job that will basically hire me. I can't find a job that will hire me at the moment, so. Well, yes, YouTube is a job, but I'm not earning enough money to make it a job. YouTube is technically a job, but only if you're earning enough money to make it a job. So, You'll find one soon. Yeah, but that's the problem with the UK at the moment. There's thousands of people with degrees trying to find jobs that just aren't there. That's the biggest problem in the UK at the moment, everyone. Is that the biggest problem with the UK at the moment is because of immigration, because of everything else, because of all these factors. No, I don't. I don't listen to that type of music. I listen to true, proper music, and this will sound wrong for some of you guys. I don't really listen to music past 2000 because I think music in the last 20 years has turned to shit. I think music in the last 20 years has turned to shit when it's not. Do you know what? I'm neither. I'm neither. On that situation, I don't like the Israel government, but I don't exactly like the leaders of Palestine either. I think that if you look into the history of it, it's not the people of Israel and the people of Palestine don't actually hate each other, but it's the Palestinian government and the Israel government that basically have just thing this policy of the last decades of only one of us can survive. And I think the only way this ends is with the disarmament. I think the only way it ends is with a deal that states that they both exist. I've met people. I've met people that don't agree with Israel. I've met people that don't agree with Palestine. I've met people that don't agree with both of them. I've met people that don't agree with either side or something like that. So there was a guy in my friend's Discord server. He thought that Jewish people should be forcefully removed from Israel. But I said to him, that's historically, that is where they historically came from. You can't tell them after 30 years, after having their houses there for 30 years, that they've got to go. It's the same with the Palestinians. You can't turn around and tell them you no longer live here. It's like, for example, imagine being told, just imagine, let's use this as an example. Polish people during the Second World War. The Germans turned up and basically some Polish people during the Second World War, were told by the Germans, you no longer live here, after they'd lived there 20 years. Nuno Mendes is a good left back. Frimpong, I do like Frimpong though, even though he's playing for Liverpool now. I did actually like Frimpong at Leverkusen. The same is, I did actually like Florian Wirtz as well. I do actually like Florian Wirtz. I think he's a good player. So, what's your religion? I don't have one. I don't have a religion. So basically, with the Israel-Palestine thing, I think there has to be a sort of thing, the agreement that they both exist. On that policy, there's got to be a thing that they both exist. You can't turn around and hate one. So, for example, a guy in my college class said this. He hated an actress because she supported Israel, but she generally was Israeli. She generally was from Israel. So she's gonna say something in support of her country. The same a Palestinian man would, or a Palestinian woman would support Palestine. But you can't turn around and hate them because they're Israeli. That's like, or Palestinian, because that's racism. That's basically saying you hate them because of who they are and where they're from. That's like because of the British Empire. That's like me. That's like someone in the stream telling me they hate me just because I'm British. Yeah, if you get what I mean, guys, that's what needs to be said at all these peace talks. Is we're both people. We're all humans. We both exist. And that's the thing. That's the issue. And do you know what they say? One of my favourite quotes ever. This is one of my favourite quotes ever, guys. And it's a line from the TV series Doctor Who. But after all the killing, what do? You sit down and do what you should have done at the start. You sit down and you talk. And it's 100%. All wars could be stopped if they talked. What do you guys think? Because that's my opinion on it. I hope you hit 7,000 soon. Bye. Goodbye, Average Brain Cell. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. This stream will end soon, guys. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Now, why do people hate on people like we were the same? If you black, just ignore the people who call you the M word. Well, yeah, we're all. That's the thing. We're all people. If you highlight the divides, this is the problem. If you highlight what makes us different, Aguero or Rooney. Oh, I'm gonna have to say Rooney there because Wayne Rooney played for Everton. But although I liked Aguero, but Rooney bagged more goals. I think Rooney had better qualities. You know, Rooney was capable of just smashing the ball. Rooney was capable of doing some amazing crosses. One of my favourite goals from Rooney was for Everton. He scored from the halfway line against West Ham, which he'd scored 3 goals. He'd already scored twice. Wayne Rooney had scored twice against West Ham in November 2017, and it was a caretaker game. Everton's manager had been sacked. Everton's manager had been sacked in like early 17. So Sam Allardyce, sorry, no, not Sam Allardyce. It was Ronald Koeman. Ronald Koeman had been sacked in 2017. He'd been sacked. Everton's caretaker manager was managing the game. Yeah, but the thing is, they highlight that. I have no idea because I have no idea. Mo Salah's a good player, but I never liked him. It might be that he's a Liverpool player, but I never liked him because a couple of seasons ago, the amount of times that he was flagged for diving and trying to get penalties. He did it in the Merseyside derby a few years ago, and the only way you go down like that is if you're shot from the stands, shot from behind the goal. Oh, the Bale goal. Yeah. Bale's goal to win the Champions League, a 20-yard, what was it, 20-yard overhead kick. That was a hell of a goal. I remember that goal. Hello, Jude Mayer, welcome back. But yeah, I do remember that goal. Joe, are you white or black? I'm white. I am white, but that doesn't mean anything, guys. If you're black, if you're white, if you're Asian, Indian, or whatever, you're still a human. We're still one species. They all try and claim that everyone's different. No, everyone's the same. We're all one species. If you highlight the division, that's where racism comes in. Oh, you can't. You're not like him because you're black. You're not like him because you're white. Take away that. Literally, I said this on a stream a couple of months ago. You know when they put it into ethnic backgrounds, you're Asian, Indian, white, black, Middle Eastern. That's racism. You're putting everybody into a race category, and then you're wondering why people are being racist. Well, I don't know. People hate on India a bit because India is an interesting country. India is quite a poor country in a context. So the reason India gets a lot of hate is because that's most of the world's scamming corporations. Most of the when you get a scam phone call, most of the scam most of the scam calls, most of them come from India. That's why they get hated on, because they call it the call they call it like the home of the call center. That's why that they get a lot of hate on. But obviously it's wrong. It's wrong, but that's why they get hate. That's why they get hated on. Ronaldinho or David Beckham? I gotta be honest, I don't. But it's still wrong to scam someone, though. It's still wrong to scam someone, but that's the problem. The problem with India is India's really overpopulated. Well, I'm just walking around the world at the moment and answering people's questions. I just farted. Sorry. But then scamming's still wrong, Dragon. You know, feeding your family's one thing, but you know, why should you get out of jail free card for, you know, scamming an old lady out of her inheritance? Like, it's still wrong to do. Well, and in fact, in the context of it, feeding your family's one thing, but you are technically nicking other people's money, which is really it's a shocking thing that I've had scam callers trying to get my details before, but I don't get how you can put a but in that, though. It's still wrong to do. You know, you have people that get proper jobs, but that's still not a way to get a job. Being on a call and trying to get people's money is still wrong. So, for example, the problem with India, though, is their government. The Indian government have always been classed as really corrupt. That's true. That is true. But would you want to wake up and find out that someone's nicked £60,000 from your savings? If you don't eat food, you die. But then if someone has scammed you and taken all your money, you're gonna die now. You're gonna die now because you can't afford food. It's the same as I don't think you really get that. Scamming is one thing, but if you have a job, yeah, but do you know how much money you get in job? Do you know the meme? I do. I know them. You won't. Yeah, if you have a job, you get paid monthly. You get paid monthly. If you have it all nicked, ooh, I don't know, Dark Wolf, to be honest. If you get what I mean, like, money is a thing. People get paid monthly. People get paid monthly, but they get paid monthly. So if you have all your money taken by someone as a scam, you know, you've got a month till you get paid. How are you going to afford to buy food if all of it's been taken? That's the thing I don't think you get. It's if they take everything, your next paycheck, if you have cash, but you won't have cash because they've taken it. If they take your scamming corporations try and take your bank details and they take all your money. That's what scamming corporations do. So it's still wrong. It's still wrong to do. You can't justify taking people's money. So that's when they say about they take your money, they take all your money. So it's wrong, isn't it? If you look, no, you're not dumb. I don't think you sort of could grasp that part. Yeah. So when someone scams you and scams you out your money, they take all of it. So even if you have a job, you get paid monthly. So if they've taken all your money, you are literally hoping that you're literally hoping that you've got enough food to survive till that paycheck comes in. So that's why I said scamming's wrong, because it's basically if you're not sorry, you're ordering Domino's pizza. Cool. By the way, job is a bad word. No, it isn't. Job isn't a bad word. How is job a bad word? But yeah, it's not a bad word. Job isn't a bad word. I think you've been misinformed. Job is the word job. I prefer Samsung. Because I think they got better customer service. Apple is good. Apple's good, but their customer service is shit. Basically, if your phone breaks, they'll overcharge you to fix it. They'll offer to fix it, but overly charge. Yeah, but that's true. If you don't have a job, they tell you to get a job. Yeah, because obviously, if you get that, but that's true. But job isn't a bad word. If you don't have a job, people tell you to get a job, which obviously that's what you're looking for. Everyone is looking for a job because that's how you get money. Bro, don't say shit. But it's not a bad word. What's my dream car? Don't have one because I'm not really interested in cars. Honestly, I can't drive, guys. I've never learnt to drive, so I will eventually, but I just never got round to it. Can't afford it, that's why. I walk. I walk, Joe. Cool. But yeah, Honda Civic, cool. Well, Honda's a big one. Yamaha. No, that's bikes. Well, your big ones are BMW. Your big ones are Renault, Mercedes, BMW, Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce and Jaguar are big, but they're British. Rolls-Royce, the big ones are like the big ones in the UK are like Rolls-Royce, Jaguar, because Volkswagen, yeah, Volkswagen's another one. Jaguar and Rolls-Royce are very big because they're British made. Hello, Clowny, welcome to the stream. I've just fallen off. Aston Martin's another British one. Ironically, Aston Martin, Rolls-Royce and Jaguar, all British, but they're not owned by Britishmen anymore. Money is money. Happiness makes you happy. That is true. That is true. But without a certain amount, and without having at least a little bit of money, that happiness can't come true. But yeah, to answer your question that you said earlier on, Dragon, yeah, that's why scamming. That's why scamming is wrong, because people have worked hard for their cash, and I had a friend that had it happen to him. One of my friends, a close friend of mine, had it happen, and I think he had over £300 stolen. Oh, James Maddison's a good player, but I really like Saka. Plus, Saka's scored more and younger. If you get what I mean. So my friend had a lot of money stolen, but if you've been scammed, you're not exactly going to go, oh, they're probably going to use that to buy food with. You're more angry at the fact that you've had all your money stolen. Can you try a challenge? What type of challenge? Thank you to the people who subscribe, by the way. As it stands, we have 52 subscribers off hitting 7,000. We should hit that soon, I think, guys. Shall I have a look? So we were predicted. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. Ooh, pardon me. I was predicted to hit 7,000 subscribers by the end of November. Should we see what the prediction is now? Right, achievements. I'll be back in a minute. You're now predicted to hit 7,000 by the 15th of October. I have done that 100 days. Hello, Dark Wolf. Sorry, goodbye, Dark Wolf. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you for subscribing. That's really kind of you. I have survived 100 days. I did a video called "I Survived 100 Days in Legacy Console Edition," which was a very fun video to do, actually. I just got to go AFK a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Maybe I'll do 200 in the future. Just not got round to it yet. Watchers at 53, welcome to the stream. Thank you to everyone. We are 50 subscribers away from 6,500. Right, thank you everybody. My TV's about to go off because I there we go. I'm going to end the stream in a minute anyway. But literally guys, thank you to everyone that's watched this stream today. Literally. Sorry, I had to go AFK for a couple of minutes because I need to go and get something from downstairs. Literally we are down a ravine. Right, we've got to get... There we go. Right, we're out, so we can now... We're heading back towards the minigame area. No, we were actually going this way. We were going back towards the minigame area and we took the wrong place. We took the wrong stop. Right, so I want to thank everyone very much for watching this stream. Hello Dragon, welcome back. Sorry, I went AFK for a minute. 6,950 subscribers, that's incredible. Come back. Sorry, I didn't see everyone's comments. Yes, I had to go AFK for a minute. I had to go AFK. Sometimes I will just have to go AFK. Thank you to everyone that's watched this stream. We are ending the stream in a minute because we've been streaming for almost 4 hours. Sorry, just checking some notifications. So 950 went. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. 950. We are 49 away from hitting that goal. So we're gonna hit it, guys. We're gonna hit it. Absolutely, we're going to hit it. So I would like to thank everyone for this. That we are going to hit it. And I'm going to end this stream now, so thank you for watching. Actually, I'm going to thank everyone for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.